everyone. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Steven.
And I'm Chris.
And I'm Kayla.
And I'm Justin.
And we're the Faint Divinities, a channel here on YouTube and Twitch dedicated to playing and talking about Daggerheart, the new tabletop RPG from Darrington Press, which is Critical Role's publishing house, set to release in spring of 2025. But the version 1.5 from the open beta playtest is still open and available for people to play, which is what we're going to be using tonight as we dive in. Thanks everybody for joining us. We have a full house. I'm so excited to see some of our friends. Very light housekeeping. First things first. It is at time of filming November 11th, which means PAX Unplugged and the holidays in general are all right around the corner. Yeah, PAX Unplugged. I don't know when exactly this will go up on YouTube. It's a little bit of a delay, but as we approach December 9th, we are approaching the live show. I think PAX Unplugged is the 5th starting that week. I will be there. Chris will be there. Some people from the community will be there. If you're there, please come say hi. I will be GMing Daggerheart for the Darrington Press tables during that time. So very excited. Second piece. As I mentioned, holiday season is coming up. Not next week, which is, I don't know, the 18th, I think, but the following week. So once we're in the 23rd, I think, somewhere in that realm, whatever. 25th? I don't know. The week of Thanksgiving, if you are here in the US, Cheese Creed say, yeah, we will not have an episode that Monday because it is Thanksgiving and people are being with family and friends and loved ones and grandmothers, and you know how it is. There will be stuffing and dressing if you're Southern. So that week we won't have an episode. We're truly just going to take a week off unless Matthew Mercer and Spencer Stark decide to drop some hot goss, then you'll probably see me, but I'm really hoping they just chill out, you know? But we're gonna plan to take
Here's
some time
hoping.
away. Yeah, here's hoping. Steven, where did you go?
I was making ice and things, so I muted myself.
Okay, you're good. All right. So that week, Thanksgiving week, we will not be here. So just heads up in case you're wondering what's going on. But
We'll miss you dearly.
we will. We always do.
Yeah, we always do.
Yeah.
And then that week, it'll be Monday, and I'll be like, ooh,
yeah.
I wanted to play Daggerheart tonight.
I do have that too. When I have Daggerheart that night, I'm like, no, fuck, I'm not prepared. And when I don't have Daggerheart, I'm like, but I have had so much time. We could do something.
It's the FOMO.
Yeah. But that's it. Does anybody else have anything that I'm forgetting that we needed to talk about? Okay. It's mostly me. All right, good. All right. Then we can go ahead and dive into today's episode. To start us off, would everybody please give us a very brief introduction to who you are playing tonight? We're going to start, as always, with Steven. Let us know who you're playing tonight.
Hi everybody, I'm playing Tedios. I'm a mixed ancestry, primarily Simiab, a little bit of dwarf, Ridgeborn. I am a ranger, beastbound, and my companion is Wilbert, a rooster, and we make up Bill and Ted.
Yeah. And then, Chris, who do you play?
Hi, I play Tinkerbell, the resident tooth fairy, newly found member of the Fighters Guild in Kymerghen, and I'm Call of the Brave warrior, and that's me.
And you have a new nipple piercing.
It's brand new, fresh.
Yeah, fresh.
Still healing.
No infection.
Glows in the dark.
Yeah, it does glow in the dark. All right, and then Kayla, who are you playing?
I am playing Anora Fiddleleaf. She is a rivet bard, spare princess to Blackgum Hollow. Ignoring everybody there, though, all of her responsibilities to be here to go fishing.
She is. She's on a fishing trip. And then our newest addition to the party, Justin.
Yep, I am playing Delver, Fungal Wizard. Originally Fungal, a little bit of human at the moment. We'll see. May switch that up at some point. Just borrowing it. It's a loner. But yeah, School of Knowledge Wizard. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Kayla's faces will never stop amusing me.
Yuck. Every time we talk a loner body, yuck.
Well, I mean, listen.
It's accurate.
It's fine.
It is gross.
It is
Accurate.
Objectively.
objectively gross. Yeah.
The only weird thing I've done so far is just eat something a little weird and like
It's
loan
eat
things to
people
other people.
mushroom.
That's true.
Growing
Yeah.
out of your own body.
It's been pretty chill, all things considered, but that brings us right back into where we are tonight, folks, which, as Tank had let us know, we're in Kymerghen, which is inside of the Kinekozan Jags. Again, if you are new to Daggerheart, that's part of the manuscript. You can look it up and find out all about the Kinekozan Jags, but it's a mountainous region where the landscape shifts in the light of day, floating islands that resettle by nightfall. However, we are going into an area that is more or less my own invention, which is one specific mountain, which the mountain itself is called Kymerghen. Also inside of the mountain is a city of Kymerghen, the same name, which the people, due to ancient goblin tech, is what you had found out, have found a way to control the energy that causes these tectonic plates to shift and float and move around, and they keep it harnessed all in one place throughout the day, with the exception of Redonzia, the capital city that floats high above it during the sunlight hours and then settles back down at night. It is an industrious area, and when you first sailed into the stone harbor, you found that you would need to investigate and find a place to stay through your duration. So you followed your rogue, a rivet named Barnacle from Calliope Crimson's ship. You followed him through the city to a place that he promised was going to be worth it, which was the behind the Waterfall Inn and Tavern, also known as the Whetstone's Whistle. And after getting in there, you got into a little bit of a tussle, although it was a planned tussle, with the Fighters Guild, who were hosting auditions because of a recent accident that has winnowed down their numbers. So now, after a very successful fight from your group, where you gained 2 bags of gold split amongst your party, which I think y'all had already divvied, correct? Okay.
I believe so.
All right. So you had won that combat encounter. And afterwards, Meg, who is the captain of the Fighters Guild here, she had kind of communicated to you that there were some things you could talk about, and she had taken you all to one of the back rooms of this cellar, this storeroom, where you're all seated there around tables, resting together, recovering from your wounds, sipping tea, some of you, while Meg begins giving you the floor for any questions you have. So we'd love to have you. Obviously, Tank has already joined up, and you do need to have your badge. That's going to be how you'll get any guild discounts. But it was Honora, correct?
It's me. Yes.
So Vi had said that you had a concern with a piercing. We can put it into a necklace or a small cage ring, or even put it into something leather that you have. But again, I think Vi had let you know, we want to be very cautious with it because we can't replace it. It's tied to you. So however you'd like. But that is if you're still willing to join up.
I mean, it was kind of fun. A little fighting. I mean, that was kind of fun. I feel bonded with these guys. I feel like we should, as a treat.
That's fantastic. So let's get down to our order of business. So I do want to note, Year's End until now, technically Year's End starts in about a week and a half, and then we go into a week-long celebration. So it's a 10-day. During that 10-day, there are festivals, there are more tournaments and things like that. At the end of that period, there is the Festival of Dawning Light, where have you been in Kymerghen for long?
About an hour.
Oh, Okay. Well, during the festival, as a tithe to the monolith, the city will release the arcane wards and allow the city to flow more naturally for the day. So it's a really beautiful occasion, and anyone who is in our elite group, we have a final tournament for a really incredible cash prize in Redanzia, the Colosseum in Redanzia proper. Now, I told you already, we're looking to round out the group right now. We've lost some good men and women, but with the skills that you've shown, we did lose some of our better fighters to the depths, and we're looking for some folks to make up our second squadron to fight in the Colosseum that day. The rewards are better if you're interested at all in that, but you'd need to be back and available for that fight in the Colosseum in 2.5-ish weeks.
We're back with those fishing time. I'm down.
I mean, y'all proved y'all.
Which are the priority?
Y'all proved yourselves, so y'all worthy of fighting next to you. So yeah.
Sure. Well,
Use cash for the road.
It's true.
the rewards are great. So again, you're going to get free stay at any one of our affiliated taverns. We have a list. Feel free to peruse them, but this is a great establishment here. I don't know if you've met the proprietor, Liana. She's fantastic, and she runs it with her family. You can stay here. I can get rooms set up for you up front. And then for any guild member, 15% off for any guild member at an affiliated store. There are several of them scattered throughout the city. Just remember, you'll have to present your badges. So for anyone who's going to fight in the Colosseum, now I need that as an additional contract. If you're not here in time for that, we'll need you to return anything that you've purchased as part of that.
I see. Well, I mean, do we need to sign this agreement this evening? Can we have a day or two to think about this?
Sure, that's fine. Sure, absolutely. It's really up to you. If you're willing just to be a name on the roster, you can sign up for the Fighters Guild immediately, and nothing else is required. You'll get all of the discounts. I just need a name to hand over to inspection.
I mean, I'm willing to sign up. Tank's already a part of it, so I'm happy to. I have a piercing already in my ear. You can just throw one next to it.
Great. All right. Vi, yeah, I've already got it ready. And she kind of pulls out a few scrolls of parchment that she unfurls in front of each of you. And then a quill with an ink pot she kind of pushes forward on this table. You can see that this is collecting very basic information. It is name, preferred titles, and residence, location of current residence. That you are welcome to put on here. Everybody signs their information. Okay.
I sign, and after I sign, I lean it over, and Bill will stick his beak in there and poke the paper a couple times as well.
Hell yeah.
His little
earned that.
footprint in it. Incredible. Yeah, he fucking did. But Bill,
He really did.
Bill rocked my shit last game, you guys. It was crazy. All right. Great. Fantastic. So Tank already has his badge, and she is going to motion over, and Jax, who got the shit beat out of him, is going to walk over. Remember, Jax is a goblin human mixed ancestry person, so he's taller than you would expect of most goblins, but he certainly has the skin complexion and long ears. He's wearing kind of elegant robes, and he walks over and pulls out from his pocket an arcane device where he's currently affixing a small bead. All right, who's first?
Are they all the same? All the beads?
You can take a look at it if you'd like, and he kind of passes it over. You can see it looks exactly like Tank's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay,
hi,
well, I guess
Lysandra.
If it gets attached to us and like gets like ripped off or something, can we just like attach it somewhere else, or is it like a one-time thing?
Sure, you can absolutely bring it back to us, but if you lose that one, we have to go through an entire process to get a second one. This one is going to, it's not just attached to you. It's going, well, it becomes a piece of you.
Okay.
I should have thought harder about where I placed mine.
Yeah, you got a nipple ring, man. I will just take an earring next to my current.
All right. And they're going to come over and take your monkey ear. Yeah. And just, it's a very light sting, but nothing bad at all. It's just like an ear piercing. It's not significant, okay?
Ah!
No, it shouldn't hurt at all. Like,
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh.
Is there anything?
She looks to Meg, and Meg kind of is grinning. Like, what's that? His hand is shaking a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything like concerning about like how this like the vibes off? Is this seeming like some kind of deal we're not aware of that we're signing up for? Some of the phrasing seeming more devilish agreement kind of stuff.
I see what you're saying. This is tricky. Daggerheart have never had an insight check. This would be instinct.
It could just be an instinct,
But I'm wondering if I should just give you the information here. This is tricky, guys. Remember that we are playing Wild West frontier folk a little bit because nobody's done this system before, and a lot of Daggerheart's kind of advice is to not hide things behind rolls, but at the same time, if I don't require a roll now and then later I do, you'll be like, probably something suspicious there.
I mean, if there's ever like most games, like no point of a roll, there's no way to succeed, or no chance of failure kind of thing.
I know it is tricky. You know what? This is what I'm gonna base it off of instead. I think this is smarter. Tell me your instinct score.
+2.
+2. Okay, great. That's gonna be our deciding factor. I think it's not gonna require a roll. It's based on the person who is asking and their modifier. There you go, everybody. There's a good answer for that, I think. All right, so at a +2, which is at base, like the highest you can get, I think that I'm going to say you have a pretty good instinct, a pretty solid instinct. There doesn't seem to be anything untoward happening here. And you've been around pirates for a while. You definitely have the feel of someone who's lying, even if it's well-intentioned lying.
I'm lying occasionally. I get it.
Yeah, they don't seem to be lying. There doesn't seem to be any devil stuff happening. Nobody's like drooling as they're watching you sign,
I don't know. The moth lady over here is looking.
She's always a little
like
drooly,
Okay.
It's excited.
All right. So, but yeah, nothing untoward. So,
Good thing I asked when we're halfway through it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. You've already signed, so
tagged like cattle.
Yeah. Wild. Okay. So where are you going to? Jax he kind of like dusted his hand off after the scare that Ted gave him, but he's reattached another bead and he's coming over to you, Delver. Where would you like it?
Just kind of flip open the cheek.
God.
That stuff was blasted off.
Jesus.
Not under here. I can flip it up like a bag.
Honora turns and she just finds a barrel and she pukes behind it.
Jax actually also pulls out from his pocket a handkerchief and kind of holds it to himself, but his eyes stay open, peering closely at it, and you can see him like looking very close at it. Remember, he was fascinated by you when you first met him.
He said it was like a badge, so I want to be able to flip it up, flip it closed.
Yeah.
So block my voice there.
That's incredible. Sure. And he's going to go ahead and do the exact same process for you. He's going to do it, but as he's doing it, he is muttering beneath his breath, and he after the little, I don't think that you would feel this at all, frankly.
Definitely, my tongue's definitely going there like I'm at the dentist, just accidentally just filling up on the stuff without realizing it.
Disgusting.
Oh yeah, shit.
Vi is joining Honora and puking with her. Like she's like, oh my god, let me get that. She's like,
I reach over, I hold Vi's hair back.
Okay, you don't have hair. Can I hold your? Just retching together, and Meg is like, "Ladies, get it together." So, however, Jax, as he's doing this to you, is going to. So, I totally unrelated. Have you happened to? I have some friends who would be fascinated by you. Have you ever been to the Alchemical Sanctum? There are some folks at this. Wow, fantastic! They do a ton of experiments on. Well, not experiment. They'd love to study you, and they pay pretty well.
I got some old pals there, yeah.
Who do you know at the Alchemical Sanctum?
Just some old friends. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I don't want to let them know I'm here yet. Surprise them later.
Oh, it's like that. All right. You're not wanted, are you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know about this guy that I'm wearing, but he might be.
Okay. All right. All right. And he's going to step away, and he's preparing the last bead, and he approaches Honora and ma'am.
She sticks her hand out while she pukes, and then she's like, I heard a ring, maybe?
Oh, sure. And he's going to walk over to Meg, who pulls a pouch out from the table, and she undoes it and lifts out a ring that has a little flip clasp. This clasp he opens, and she's going to deposit that little bead inside of it. And you can see that he now flips open his little pad again and it into a stylus that he then begins to, as those arcane goggles flip over, he welds it shut around it so that it is a significant cage, and then he brings it over to you. I hope it fits.
Oh, thank you so much. That's beautiful. Great work. I'm sick.
Fantastic. And now the last piece is that Jax is going to reach down, and you can see that he has his in a derm on his wrist, and he's going to, just one brief test, and he's going to tap twice on his, and each of you, wherever yours is, you feel just a very light flash of warmth. Not hot, not searing, just a flash of warmth. And they glow, and you can see that the people that are left in the room, all of theirs glow in turn as well. So each person that has one, it glows. All right.
Open my mouth so it shines in. Yeah.
Yeah, like a jack-o'-lantern at the. Daring, aren't you? Next, you should get a temporary tattoo, says Jean Screen. Yeah. All right. Well, so now we're going to be continuing to host auditions for our second crew, and we still have a few more slots to fill. But let us know before. We'll close out within the week and a half so that we have someone going into the festival. But that's it. Anything that we can help with?
Where can we find you in case we need help later?
Sure, that's a great point. And she's going to pull out from her pocket a small piece of parchment and put it down on the table. And she begins writing an address that is there listed. She hands it over to you, and you can see a scrawled address. She says, it's near the top of the middle. We call the middle most of Kymerghen. Near the top of the middle, opposite side, the eastern side where most of the stone harbor and the ships come in. So it's over on that side.
Okay, we'll ask, I'm sure.
Did you see the giant temple with the two structures as you were coming into Kymerghen? I'm not sure where you came in from. Did you come from the surface or the harbor?
We came from the surface, right?
Oh, okay. Well, then you would have... If you came from the surface, Anora... Oh, sorry. If you came from the surface, then you would have come out near the temple. So you'll just return to the temple. It's very nearby. Most of the guild stores are there in the temple district.
Okay, well, that's good to know. That was going to be my next question.
Sure.
Is where a bulk of our discounts are going to be found.
Sure, absolutely. But also, and she's going to reach up and tap. She has hers as an eyebrow piercing, and she's going to tap twice on hers and then do a quick flick away, and you can see that it turns a faint glowing blue, and as she does that, you can see that it pulses just a little bit and then closes back. That blue light means that you're in the vicinity, and actually you can see the strength on it will point you to a guild affiliation. That way you can always find help should you need it.
Cool.
There is absolutely imagery happening. I can see your faces. And one last thing. You said you're headed into the depths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where we're heading.
Just a quick fishing trip, in and out.
And lots of fish.
You lost the crew in there?
Yeah. So
Want us to keep an eye out for them? What did they look like?
So in Kymerghen, because there's a lot of loss of life in the depths. Be cautious when you go there. We have laws in Kymerghen. If folks aren't returned within a 2-10 day, so 2 weeks, then they're written off as gone. But there's not been any proof, any evidence that they're gone. So watch if you can. But the Enigma won't... Well, it may not point you in the same direction. I don't know how to guide you to where they went because only the Enigma would know. But
What's the Enigma?
Yeah, that's what my next question was going to be.
So you're headed into the depths by...
You don't know what the Enigma is? You're going down there and you don't even know what it is?
Not an idea.
Why? I held your hair. Be nice, please.
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Absolutely. And she is looking up. She's actually mopping up the floor, and she kind of has the mop there, and she leans against it.
So what... Mm-hmm. Okay, so the Enigma. Listen, it's super crazy. You guys are really new around here, huh? Okay.
Yeah, literally an hour.
I put super crazy on the Enigma.
Super crazy. All right, so do you know this whole all of the Jags? It's kind of controlled by this energy source, the monolith, right? It's not a deity. It's just like an energy, and nobody really knows what it is. But we could see parts of it sometimes. If you get too deep, you might see an arm or a leg. It's a real guy down there, but he's just made of energy. The last town before you get into the depths is Fingers Reach. It's called that because you can see his fingers like he was trying to reach up for the surface. They look like rocks, but they're stone fingers reaching out, and they glow this crazy blue. That's just the beginning of the crazy shit down there. Okay, so everything here functions on questions and answers, okay? So the Enigma is this crazy wall. It's got all these holes and caves in it, and everybody's got a path. Some people just barrel down one of those caves, one of those paths. They don't know which one they're going down, right? Never come back. Ever. But if you go to the Enigma and you ask it the right question, it'll show you which path to take. Sometimes I heard that it even opens a new path for people. It's crazy. It's wild. So nobody really knows why they went down there. They went down there just in a group, like 20.
And you can see that Meg... Delver, you have a +2 on your instinct. Anybody else at a +2? I need to... This is why I miss a board. I want a board.
A board.
Yeah, so I can have... I should just make a list. Okay, you have a +2 as well?
Mhm.
You can see that Meg is getting just a little bit quiet, I guess, is the best way to say that, as you're kind of giving, as Vi is giving these details. Vi is seemingly a little bit blasé about the loss of presumed life that has happened here. Y'all encountered this the first time you met her. Meg has a different tone while she's listening to this story, and you can see her kind of begin pulling in on herself a little bit as she's listening and nodding.
So anyway, what are you looking for? You said fish, right? That's crazy. But if the Enigma wants to show you fish, it'll show you fish.
So we would just ask the Enigma where the fish were? Is that the right question? You said if we asked the right question. What does that mean?
Listen, I don't know because I don't go down there. It pays really well to go down there. But also, you gotta put it, depending on what kind of question, usually you put it in a rock. Do you have a question rock?
I've never heard of such a thing, Vi.
Okay.
Can you tell me a little bit more about a question rock?
Monolith's sake, you guys. Oh, okay. All right, good. All right, listen. You need to get to a store before you even go down there. Who sent you guys on this mission? They must not like you very much. This is crazy. Okay.
I mean, we gotta figure it out.
You gotta talk to your best friend. She's not a girl's girl. Okay, so listen. All of the rocks down here. You could get hey, Meg, you still got yours.
And Meg is going to kind of like nod a little bit and pull out a second pouch that she plops down onto the table. And it seems to have like a few different stones in there. And Vi kind of,
yeah, listen, I'm not religious, so I don't do a lot of it, right? But some people, they're really into it. Some girls that I grew up with, oh, who am I gonna marry? You know, all that kind of shit. The monolith knows like everything. So you go down there, you put your question in a rock, and then you give that. But then you also have to give it an answer of your own. And the bigger the question you want answered, the bigger the answer you gotta give them, like a secret or something. It's really dangerous if you don't. Everything's a trade, a tete-a-tete.
What if my secret isn't big enough? What if I don't have the secret big enough?
Sometimes sometimes it'll just kill you, just immediately.
And Meg is immediately like, that's not how it happens. That's not, no.
I know it's shaking.
It's just
the
quiet.
dynamic happening here.
Vi.
I know it's truly terrified.
No, listen. She's not wrong about certain aspects of this, but the monolith it's not a punishing being. It's energy. Energy flows. Energy isn't right, wrong, bad, good. It's not punishing. It asks and it receives. That's it. If you don't give it something worth the answer, it just won't answer you. You can take your stones and leave. Now, always, though, if you don't offer anything, there can be a risk, right? So some people, some of the stone seekers, they'll just go down and they'll... Things have gotten so light these days. You used to have to bring specific kinds of stones. People go down these days, they'll whisper a secret into a shoe and leave it behind. Nothing bad happens. It's fine. But it is real.
I believe it's real. I'm terrified.
Yeah, I mean, I can only take y'all's word at it, and I believe you. I don't feel like you'd lead us astray. So 20 of you went down there and didn't come? Not a single one came back?
No. No. And we don't know what they were after.
Nobody knows.
The Jags are like that, though. You know, underneath, it's a labyrinth. It's enigmatic. You know, it's you can't.
But you go down with your intention of what you're hunting, or you go and you're given what you're supposed to be hunting.
It depends, you know? It's really valuable commerce to go down into the mines.
You
First,
say that, but why?
Well-
Because you're bringing things back, trinkets and that?
there's all kind ore is down there. A lot of the energy can be mined directly from ore down there. But also there are really valuable creatures down below whose hides fetch a lot of money. There are ancient civilizations that are buried down beneath us, and sometimes, did you pass those old guys on the way in here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Merrick and what's his name, Gorm, they made a small fortune. They were born in Shade's cradle, but they found a cache of answer stones from an ancient civilization. Those sell for handfuls, chests of gold. They made a whole fortune, got out of the mines, bought themselves a business. There's a statue of them down in the bottoms.
They're gonna show us how to fish.
Merrick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know of anybody who recently came back?
Sure, people come back all the time. Actually, there's, what time is it? And she's, and Vi's immediately like, it's really fucking early, yeah, or late, you know, whichever one you think, yeah. There's probably people that have headed out for the day. People mine down there all the time. Now, people just stay closer to the inland mines, though. What you're talking about is going to the Enigma. The Enigma takes you through the labyrinth of tunnels that nobody
Yeah,
really
bad,
is
that's
able
what I
to
meant.
map. Oh, sure, down
Because
there.
anyone came back from the Enigma recently.
Not that I can remember. It's pretty rare.
Alright, okay.
So where can we buy these stones?
Any of the, most stores, if you just walk the streets outside of most of the shops, they'll have full kind of areas that you can buy bags full of them. Don't waste your money on the expensive ones. It's all a gambit. Any of the cheap ones will do. And again, if you get in a pinch, leave it in a shoe, leave it in a hairbrush, anything.
In a hairbrush. Okay. All right.
Extra shoes, got it.
Sure. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay,
If
well,
you're going down there though, and you're going to the Enigma, here, and she's going to open the pouch that she had pulled out, and she's going to take 2 stones. One of them is a very coarse rock, and it looks weathered and old. And she kind of is a little bit shy as she's handling it. And the other one is a sparkling yellow diamond. And very different to what she had explained previously about the value of the stone doesn't matter. She kind of, again, shyly is holding both of these. There's a, there will be a guide, and he'll show you what to do, or they'll show you what to do, the stone speakers. But if you would put these into the brazier for me, it's a question and an answer. I think it should work. And anything that you find out, just let me know. My partner, Drila, she went down with them, and I'd really like to know what happened if I can.
Yeah, we'll try to find out.
Yeah.
Just quick clarification: which one's the question? Which one's the answer?
So the question is this one, and she holds up the yellow diamond. I know I said it doesn't matter the value, but I figured, just in case, I'd do something. And this one's, well, it's a big question, so I thought I would need to give a really valuable answer. So this is the first answer I ever put into a stone. And you can tell that from the weathered state of the rock that it must have been something that she whispered into a stone when she was just a little fawn.
Poor baby.
Awesome.
Okay. So Honora's gonna be like, yeah, of course, we would love to take this. You said put it in a brazier. I just want to make sure I don't mess this up. What is a brazier?
Sure. A brazier is like a huge cauldron, and it'll be lit with this blue flame.
They don't have that. They don't have that in our marsh.
It's okay. Really, it's a really. I always would suggest that anybody go to the Enigma if they're passing through as visitors. It's a lovely ceremonial site. I went a lot as a kid with my mom. And there are folks there that'll teach you how to do it. They lead most folks through it. For you guys, the tone that I'm trying to set of this is it's effectively kind of like a shrine. If you go to visit like a religious temple, even though it's not necessarily a tourist attraction, they would never turn away people who are coming to seek a religious site. People make pilgrimages to this. So you'll be taken care of.
Okay, that works. I suppose we can... What time is it? It's early in the morning, right?
Yeah, listen, well, and we're gonna default to a 24-hour clock, guys, because I ain't making up a clock here. Yeah. It's probably around 9 in the morning, because you guys would have gotten into town right at daybreak, but it is the cooler months, so it would have been closer to like 7-ish, and then you spent the better part of an hour and a half getting here. You've only been here for like half an hour to an hour. You have not been here very long. Yeah.
Scuffle, join the club, took a nap.
We can get rooms upstairs, but you said there's other locations we can get rooms as well?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. There's, again, the main thoroughfare, which is on either side of the city. It's about the middle level. You can't miss it. Take the gondolas, take the, have you been on the water lifts yet? The water lifts are... Okay, all right. I hated those when I first came to Kymerghen. So there are pieces of the land still that are untethered, right? So they have this whole fucking system set up where they'll redirect water and some of the stones will pull up, and then they'll push the water back and it falls onto a cage on top of it to lower it. It kind of works like an up and down, like a pulley system to get you to different levels. If you take that up just about 2 roads up, you'll be at the thoroughfare level, and that wraps around the entirety of the cavern, actually. Any of the shops around there are lots of taverns, lots of markets. We like here because it stays a little bit quiet, but yeah.
All right. Well, guys, do y'all want to head upstairs and talk about what we want to do next?
I'm gonna open my bag really quickly in case you want to drop your little diamond and rock in there.
Sure. Okay. And she's going to take a moment, kind of look at both of them. She places the diamond and then stares at her very old rock for just a second longer, and then kind of flustered drops it in and shakes it off. Her ears kind of... Well, yeah, remember, you can present those badges anywhere. The double tap will get it to glow. That's proof of purchase. So you can get anywhere.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and if I could recommend a spot, Catha's Curios. It's only a couple streets down. If you exit out of the main tavern, you're just going to go down a couple of streets to the right. It'll wrap you over to the south border, and you'll see it. It's a pretty new shop, but Catha's great.
So it's on this side. We don't got to go through the waterfall again?
Don't have to go through the waterfall at all. No lifts or anything, and it's right down there. She's got good prices. She's new, but she's really fair.
Well, sounds like we can check her out first before we make our way anywhere else.
We should also check on Barnacle, see if they're fine upstairs.
Sure. Barnacle. And then you see that there is a little bit of recognition. And she kind of lowers her chin a bit. Ribbit? Bard? Sorry. Rogue?
Rogue.
Sneaky,
Uh,
slippery, fucker?
Short person, yeah.
Sweet guy. Yeah. Real
You'll
friendly.
know Barnacle?
Oh yeah. Close friend.
What, you
He's
know?
here? Where is he?
Wait a minute,
Have you,
why?
like, you know, Barnacle ever ate the mushroom like, hey, Barnacle?
You yeah, you hear in your voice.
Hey, what the fuck is this? What's happening to me right now?
Oh, so you ate it. Good. I thought you were gonna say something when you did.
What is
they know
happening to
you
me
down-
right now?
They know you down here.
Get out of my head!
You ate the mushroom.
Who knows me? Who are you talking to right now? Who are you talking to?
Perfect.
Who are you talking to right now? Don't talk about me.
Okay.
Delver, tell him it's you.
You should probably go hide.
I'm already hiding.
Hey,
Maybe outside. Maybe outside.
And so you see, and Meg is like looking around like he might be fucking anywhere. She's just looking around. If you see him, you will see him. You're friends with him. You tell him that I want that thing back. You tell him. He'll know what I'm talking about. It's personal. But you tell him. You tell him Meg wants her shit back.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Damn. Poor
Sorry.
Delver.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
All right, we'll see you later.
Okay. And she's gonna like keep looking around, like suspicious. Vi, as you guys are leaving, she's like,
Okay, bye everybody. I hope to see you soon. All right. I'll miss you.
she blows a kiss to Tank.
I'll be out on the way out as I'm walking backwards.
You see like Jax rolls his eyes. And you guys begin walking back up those steps to that door. I will give you one last piece, which is that as you exit that main door into the tavern floor, you can see that there was, when you first came in to the Fighters Guild section, the cellar, the storeroom, there had been an encounter with Tank, but then before the big fight, there were a lot of people in the room. There was a woman, a well-dressed woman with gold and fur, and she had been the one who had asked to Meg to dismiss them. She had claimed that it had been all night. There hadn't been much success. They needed to be relieved of their duty. And Meg had acquiesced and said, yeah, get out of here. That's fine. That woman, as you're coming in, you do see her kind of standing near to the entrance with her hood pulled up over her head. And as you come in... I didn't even mean to do that. Like my brain just said hood head. As you come in, you see that she's standing there at the entrance and she clocks who's marching out first.
I'd probably be last because as I was leaving, I was waving at Neeby.
Needy.
The middle of the pack.
Oh, needy.
Needy.
Okay, so you're leading it. Is that what you said, Ted? Oh, Delver. Okay. All right. Yours is hidden. So she's looking at you pretty intently. But as you keep going and the next person out, she begins clocking those little badges. And she kind of wrinkles her nose a bit and then exits out of the door.
I don't like her.
No. The other thing you can notice is it's getting a little bit later in the day. The room has started to fill. Other people have come in as you have been down below, the morning bustle, and people are sitting down. You actually see that now there's a low din, kind of like in a Cracker Barrel. We always got to bring it back to Cracker Barrel around here, guys. There's a little bit of a din, and there is now Lee is still behind the bar, kind of pouring drinks, making trays, setting them on the countertop. But there are also other dwarves that look strikingly similar to Lee, younger dwarves that are bustling around as well, carrying trays. There are 3 of them in total. One is they're all about either very late teens or early adults. The youngest one is a girl. She seems to have a very light beard that is just coming in. She's probably just hitting puberty. And the other 2, the older ones, are boys, and they're kind of carrying things around. But each one of them are serving the different tables. Lee is looking dead on her feet. What are you guys doing?
Do we want to get a room here, guys?
Yeah.
I say so.
We're
Listen,
getting
they said this
multiple
was
rooms, right?
quiet.
Yeah,
And we're
I
already
like quiet. I like quiet. We're already here. Let's go get a room so we can know where we're setting our resting our heads this evening, and then we can go out and do what we need to do.
Yeah. I mean, we also got I think with our winning the fight down there, they said we get individual rooms if we wanted.
Yeah.
They did say that. They did, didn't they? I would
Yes.
love my own room.
And Jax kind of follows you out, and you can see him kind of jog ahead of you. Lee, and he kind of leans over the counter and he slaps down a few sheets of parchment, and you can see he begins pointing back to you guys through the bustle, and Lee kind of shrugs and and then he kind of takes the paperwork back and runs past, smacking you on the back. Good job in there, and see you next time. He goes out. And Lee now is waiting for you guys. She kind of is waving quietly.
Move through the bar towards her.
Howdy, ma'am.
Hey kids, you're just in luck. I'm about to give myself over to the bed. Guild members. Wow.
Yes.
We've done it.
You're a lot tougher than you. Well, no, you look plenty tough, but you're real tough, huh? Well, so Jack said you also swung 4 different rooms?
Hey!
That's fantastic. And look, I did want to say also, sorry for the thing earlier. Barnacle's great. I love him so much. He just, he's sometimes you know how it is with friends, family, that kind of thing. So, but sure. And she's going to dip below the bar and pull out 4 different keys and place them all in a batch. They kind of clink there together on the bar, and she places them. All right, so you're gonna follow those steps up and down the corridor. I've put you down in the back, so it'll be quieter there, and you actually have a view of the waterfall on the left side.
Cool.
Sweet. You, Lee. So nice of you.
And if you need anything at all, just let me know. We do a full 3 hot 3 meals every day, plenty of beer on tap. Anything that you need, we're here. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
All right. And she's gonna at this point stretch and hey, Lori, I'm done for the night, all right? I'm gonna head up, but do you have it here? And you see that the oldest boy is gonna say, yeah, Mom, I've got it. And he keeps doing things, and all of the kids continue bustling. The girl kind of moves her way behind the bar, hugs her mom briefly, takes the apron from her, puts it on, and Lee absconds into some of the back area.
Sweet.
Do we know
Should check
where
out our rooms.
Barnacle went?
I think they're outside. I just wanted to run up and find out which door was mine for my key, but after that, I'm good to go.
Can you tell me, Justin, how that spell works?
Let me find it.
Yeah, what is this? Because I want to know if Barnacle can talk to you directly at any time. Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm just going to keep that in mind for myself.
It's telepathy, or it's the Book of Illiat.
Sure.
Telepathy, you may open up a line of mental communication with one target you can see. The connection lasts until you use the spell to connect to another creature.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you gave it up with Tank to have it with him.
Yeah, just pick a different pen pal.
I remember this one, and I remember my question being like, is it C at the point of casting the spell or C for the duration? And it's a little bit tricky. I think for me, I would C. Do you see what I'm saying?
I thought that too when I played Wizard.
Yeah, that's what you mean. And that would make more sense of why it's basically free.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, it does. I was thinking of it as like being helpful for like splitting the party kind of thing. Like, I can connect to one person, at least we have a line of communication back.
Honestly, that's how I would prefer it to work. And because the rule doesn't say specifically, I say we run it that way, at least until the official version comes out. Why not?
Yeah. I would rule it like you need to see to cast the spell, but once the spell's cast, it's cast.
Yeah, that's like, I just think it's a little bit more fun that way. You could then do like subvert stuff. I think I remember seeing that at one point, and I think I even left feedback of people are gonna abuse this. Like,
yeah, I can see like the intent might just be for like you're in a negotiation or something. You're just talking to someone above table.
Yeah. I think so too. Yeah, but I love it. I think it's good, and it's only one person, and that's my thing of like why I think it's okay to use it on one person. You know. So okay, cool. Yeah. Barnacle can hear you, and he could talk to you at any time, though he has quieted down after you had said we're not going to tell anybody. But go ahead. You guys do whatever y'all want.
Yeah, let's go check our rooms out.
Okay. So.
Heading upstairs.
Okay, great. Y'all head upstairs. There is a landing there, and there are rooms here, but you kind of pity the assholes that got put in these rooms right above this loud stuff that's happening right down below. There are 3 different hallways all going back, one in the center, and that's the one she had pointed you down. You move past that, and those kind of wrap to each side, and you can see that they actually extend past the borders of the thing, and you're looking out. Well, you wouldn't be looking out anything yet. The hallway extends pretty far down on the side. You eventually come to an area where your keys are matching the numbers. What numbers would you like them to be? They do have to be in a row, but yeah.
I would like 3.
Great.
Can I have 6?
Sure.
I'll take 5.
Perfect.
That leaves me with 4.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, great. So you each have your little keys, Kayla's favorite number, love it. And you guys come to it, and there they are. You guys tell me. I will let you say whatever you want about these rooms. What do they look like from the outside? They're kind of set here in the hallway, but what do the doors look like? Just like as you're turning, are you like, fuck? Or are you like, ooh?
Yeah, is it nice or is it a shit show? What's the vibe, guys?
I feel like, so for Ted, he's a mountain monkey. He's just sleeping out in the dirtier parts when he's traveling. But he also from a hot spring, so he knows what bougie is.
He knows luxury. This monkey knows luxury.
This is probably mid range. There's nothing wrong with where we are.
Okay.
Better than we deserve.
It's the Holiday Inn. I got it. It's not the Hilton. Okay.
So the doors maybe have like light gilded numbers on them. No, it's not luxurious wood or anything, but lightly gilded ones. And you can, the keys have a nice heft to it. You can actually feel it as you insert them into the lock and twist and open in. Kayla, tell me what your room looks like. You have the 3. That's the first one.
I want to say they're themed rooms because I think that's funny.
Fun.
And mine
Yes.
is pirate themed, and it does have a little hammock, and it's like, I'm like, are you kidding me?
No.
It almost looks exactly. It's got little barrels that like have a drawer, and that's the dress.
You see the giantess Cyclops in there, and she's like, what the fuck?
So it's pirate themed, and I'm like, hi, I didn't make the right choice.
Okay, great. Room 4. That's Justin Delbert.
Yeah, my initial concern was mostly because this is like at a bar and stuff. I was like, I hope there's not like just a person still sleeping in this room or not a dead person in a closet. We've already described it. It's already a little better than that. So that concern is already out the door.
Yeah.
And then if we're going with the themes, I somehow ended up with a safari themed room.
So good. Yes, absolutely incredible. Yours has a gauze like curtain around the bed. By the way, pretty big bed in this room. Absolutely a lovely one.
He flies in.
I feel like the doors are less bougie, but the rooms are nicer. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And then 100%. And then room 5, that's going to be Chris.
Mine's a complete out of place, like assassin-y thief room.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of like looking around like,
Oh,
what was that frog's name again?
Sorry, did you say beef?
Barnacle. It was
Barnacle. I was like, Barnacle would love this.
I love it. So just like shades of black and everything. It's like made to look like a
Very
thieves hideout.
emo room.
It's exactly what Puss in Boots room would be in his inn in Shrek.
Oh,
There
so
you go.
good. Incredible. Yeah, the blackout curtain is wild in here. All right, great. And then Steven, you're in the last room, room 6. Tell us what theme you got.
It's got the big heart bed. And
Oh,
it's all love theme.
100%.
I wanted to have a champagne jacuzzi. I do. I need it.
Yeah, yeah.
Immediately, I'm like, I have a jacuzzi.
Gene Screen says classy as fuck. Amazing. So good. Go ahead. You guys can chat amongst yourselves.
Yeah, no, Honora's just like looking at the jacuzzi and it's one of the jetted ones. And she's like, that's gotta be so dirty. Oh.
And
The
so,
pirate room's not so bad now.
also, the 2 rooms that were on the left side, so that is going to be the 3 and the 5. Those are the 2 rooms that actually do have a window, and you can see that this is built into, it kind of spreads out beyond the tavern space into the wall, and you can open the window and look out at the waterfall. You're behind the waterfall looking down at the street below. The other 2 of you have the rock-facing inside rooms, no windows. Yeah.
It's fine.
Pull the
We
alarm
need
card. I love
privacy
this
in the
bird.
love room.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh my god.
That's literally why I made the decision. I was like, that room, you know? Like, yeah. All right. What are you guys doing?
So yeah, we gotta go find Barnacle, and I do need to send a letter off. So I'm gonna ask about like postal services.
Oh my god, I too need to send a letter.
You gave, so I do want to say this just very briefly. Kayla has actually already given her letter, one of her
Oh,
letters.
that's right. My bad. My bad.
You're
right.
to Kari, the giantess on the ship. But I think
right.
you still
I agree.
have yours, right, Ted?
I do. Honora, do you think you could read over my letter to make sure it looks good?
Yeah, of course. She's all excited. Sure. What am I proofreading? Let me get my highlighters.
You're proofreading for me. I sent it in our group chat. I'd love that if you would read it aloud for everyone to hear.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Okay. To the elders of the Yin clan, I write this letter with a heavy heart, burdened by both grief and the weight of my duty. My path now lies elsewhere, unfortunately, far beyond the sacred grounds beneath the Yin tree. As you know, we left our home many months ago to aid Jimbo in escaping the unending search of the miners' guild of his city. It was a journey filled with danger, but Jimbo and I were not alone. Along the way, we were joined by Princess Nora of Blackgum Hollow and a fierce tooth fairy that goes by Tinkerbell. Together, the 4 of us formed a bond of friendship that transcended the borders of race and culture. She's gonna just wipe a tear here. Over time, I came to see them not merely as allies, but as a new family. Yet, despite our unity, the weight of the world caught up with us, and Jimbo, my closest friend, has fallen. His heart, brave and steadfast to the end, gave out after stopping forces that sought to enslave those magically adept with weather magic. Jimbo's loyalty was as solid as the stone his people carve, but even the hardest stone must one day break. How dare you? She was like, I would. It's too sad. Jimbo's body, his soul's final resting place, will return to the Yin tree. If any are willing, please ensure the news reaches his kin. I send his body back with all the respect and honor it is due. but I must make clear to you, my elders, that I will not be returning to the clan, not yet. Princess Honora, in her wisdom and her duty, has enlisted me to help her complete a quest, a mission that carries dire consequences for the realm's capital city, Cerulean. I know not what awaits us, but I feel in my heart that this is the path I must walk. I cannot abandon this duty, not when so many lives hang in the balance. Though my ties to the clan remain strong, the call of this mission is louder and the need for its completion more urgent. I trust you will understand that the path I now walk is one I must follow for the good of all. I will carry the wisdom of the Yin clan with me as I journey forward, and I pray that one day, when this is all over, I will return to the Yin tree. But for now, I must carry the weight of our mission and the memory of our lost friend. May the Yin tree's leaves guide me, as they always have, and may my steps lead me closer to the peace I seek for us all. In service, Tedios of the Yin clan. She's like, no notes. It's beautiful. It's a little sad in a couple places, but it's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh my god. Yeah, he said that to me like a few days ago, and I was like, cool, that's great. What do we do with this? How? Like, I need to show it. He thought of it. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, this is perfect. And she's like, you know what? It's ready to send right now. You put a stamp on this.
Will do.
MC Cat has put a person crying themselves to being the point of underwater. We've got F's, rips, the Jimbo emoji going strong. Thank you guys for being here with us. It's sad. Very good. Oh, very
Thank
good.
you for doing that, Kayla.
My pleasure.
Very good. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Justin. Like,
Thank you, Justin.
What did I do?
For making us. He knows what he did. He could have taken a scar.
He said, I want to roll those dice.
I'm not gonna ruin Jimbo's beautiful face.
Oh my god, it has to be on his face. Got it on his back or his leg or
It's an emotional scar.
Oh wait, I thought it was a legit scar. Is it just an emotional one?
I don't remember. I was like, I'm never having my character take one of those. You know?
All
Jordan
or
was all or nothing. Yeah. Jimbo is an all or nothing kind of fella.
Yeah, listen.
He was.
He
R.I.P.
really was. Yeah. It was his first and last day as a seraph, you know?
Barnacle, yeah, it really was.
It was. He was like, I'm gonna do this. Oh.
Ship Jimbo's body, I think. I think he was the one that was gonna help us take care of that.
Barnacle, yeah. Barnacle, absolutely.
We gotta find Barnacle.
Mm-hmm. But you do remember though, guys, that he had said his contact, who he had paid well, and that he really trusted, would be taking. I'm only laughing because Barnacle is so funny as a character. I really love him. He did tell you guys that his contact wouldn't be able to pick up Jimbo's body until in the afternoon. So you guys still have a little bit more time and everything.
Okay.
But we do have to find Barnacle to figure out the mystery of like why he's being weird, and he's got to give Meg her shit back.
Shit back, yeah.
We're part of the Fighters Guild now, you know.
And also, we got money. We got to go spend money.
We do, don't we? It's a shopping episode.
It is a shopping episode. Very briefly, for anybody who was wondering about scars, this is how scars work, so that we all know in the future should we choose to take one. If you choose to avoid death, if you choose to avoid death, you might take a scar. You have to roll to see if you take one or not. If you roll high enough, you don't actually have one. If you do, you permanently cross out one of your hope slots. That's what a scar is. You can't use that
makes sense.
slot.
Emotional.
You can't use that slot to gain hope anymore. The narrative impact of the scar is up to you. For example, you might now bear a physical scar, a painful memory, or a deep fear.
Hear that, Jim?
Yeah.
Face could have been fine.
Gene Screen says how scars work is Justin makes us love a character and then lets them die.
That's exactly how it works.
Gene Screen's not wrong. Gene Screen's on to something.
But that story, you guys, delicious. Okay,
It was good. It was good.
All right, guys. So you guys are chilling in the rooms, unpacking anything. You've all done your short rest. So anything else?
I'm ready to hit the road.
All right, great.
Just stashed my extra stuff, and now I'm ready.
All right, fantastic. As you guys are exiting and you lock your doors and everything and exit down into the main thoroughfare, you do see that as you're running, or sorry, you're not running, as you guys are walking close to the door, you do see that younger dwarf, the one who is just now growing in her beard, she actually, oh, hey guys, and she's gonna wave you down and run over. Hey, my mom said that she felt bad for something to do with Barnacle earlier. Barnacle sucks. But here, you guys, here, she wanted to make it up to you guys, so she packed you some breakfast, and she's gonna hand over a couple of satchels of like food provisions and stuff.
God.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Tell your mother thank you.
I don't feed Barnacle. My mom, she thinks he's cool. I really don't like the guy, but
Like a stray, you feed him and hope he doesn't come back.
Yeah. Listen, just, it just seems like most of the time when Barnacle comes around, my mom's in a bad mood that night, and I'd rather him stay clear.
Hey, well, he came around, she went straight to bed. So maybe this is the good time.
Yeah, I've actually never seen him show up this early in the morning. I didn't think that Barnacle woke up this early.
That's us, probably.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, how long are you here for?
Indefinite.
Okay. Well,
so we'll get to know each other.
Okay.
Maybe
well, I'm Lorelai, and if you need anything, let me know.
Nice to meet you, Lorelai.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Okay. Well, I hope you have a good day out in the city.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye. And she goes back to like filling
Start
pints.
eating my
I
breakfast.
know, I too am eating on the road. I'm like, bacon.
Everyone else eats a good chunk of theirs before
Each
I
of
start.
you can mark a hope as you're eating this scrumptious breakfast prepared for you.
My God. Okay, Lee.
Yeah. Starting a nice
She
little day.
maxes my hope out. I thank you, Lee.
Very exciting. All right, we're gonna use those in some money checks here soon. All right, great.
Barnacle, you out here?
As you exit out of the Whetstone's Whistle, behind the Waterfall Inn and Tavern, that roar of water immediately returns, and the spray of the waterfall is beginning to splash you immediately. It is a little bit jarring given how warm and dry you are inside. The instinct to turn around and dry off immediately is there for you. But you see as you're rounding out that there is a halfling kind of leaned up against the wall. Is it a halfling in this system? I'm pretty sure it is a halfling. And
It is.
My brain blanched for a second. Okay, great. So there's a halfling that is kind of leaned up there against the wall. And at that point, as Delver, you ask, hey, Barnacle, you out here? You hear, God, get out of my head. I hate that. The little halfling guy. And then he sees you guys kind of walking and oh, guys. And he picks up and tugs on your sleeve. This is a small halfling. Does not look like Barnacle at all. Hey, how'd it go in there? Oh,
Why do you
it's
look
me.
different?
Oh,
Do we know you,
the
sir?
same thing, but like, why are you doing it right now?
Oh, it's me. It's Barnacle. It's Barnacle. The trail was hot in there, I heard about the Can we keep walking?
Yeah, let's keep walking.
He's kind of like,
Going to the shop down this way.
Oh, great, cool. Where are we going?
Go write down the name.
Corium, Catherine.
Catherine.
Catherine's
Oh,
place.
Catha?
Going to Kathy's place.
Catha.
Catha's?
Oh, that's the one. So
Oh,
smart, Barnacle.
Yeah, Oh, yeah. Ooh, I'm just gonna stay like this for a little while, I think,
Air two.
I do have a question for you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what's up?
What'd you do with Meg's shit?
Oh yeah, Meg needs her shit back.
What
Barnacle,
is Meg shit?
what shit?
Yeah, what is Meg's shit? Listen, I don't care. I
Barnacle, we met you first. We're ride or die. But
yeah, we're ride or die till the end. You were there
We
with us
can't fix it if you're not honest with
I
us.
grieved with you. I grieved
Part
with
of me
you.
is inside of you at the moment.
Yeah, he's inside of you, right?
I hate this information. This is really. Was she
He
mad?
could be inside
was she
you
mad?
forever.
Was she mad?
I mean,
Real mad?
She was pretty
Little mad?
substantially the maddest I've ever seen her. Hadn't known her long, but
yeah.
bad.
There's like a whole 30 minutes that
Did
I've
her
known
ears
her.
do that thing?
A little bit.
They did, and she let out a really extreme exhale, like just upset.
Okay.
And then she was looking for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, she
But
didn't
you
really
were gonna
know
be there.
that she was looking all around, like you might just show up.
Well, I do that,
What?
sometimes. But
You are
but
kinky. I like that about you.
It wasn't anything special. It was just some sometimes you
It was her
gotta.
shit.
It was her, Well, who's to say that something is somebody's?
Or
Was it a
she
rock?
did.
Ugh.
She said.
Well,
Listen, we just need a straight answer from you, Barnacle.
okay. So here's the
Oh.
thing.
Okay.
She has this really cool set of gauntlets, and I took them because I was doing this thing. They make your hands super fast, and mine are already pretty fast, but I thought that would make it even faster, and I was gonna just give them right back, but
Yeah.
I'm not really like a morning guy, and I just woke up and they were gone off of me. And I got the stuff that I wanted, but somebody got the stuff that she wanted. And, I don't know how she knows it was me. I was real sneaky about it. I'm gonna pay her back. I promise. I'm gonna pay her back.
Was there like anybody? Do you suspect anybody of taking them from you, or is it just like a complete mystery, Barnacle?
He's gotta look a little bit at Delver.
I mean, there was only one new guy.
Delver?
But Delver, I wouldn't, if you have him, I could give him back to Meg.
Have one what?
Oh,
I
gauntlets.
don't get nothing. No, I don't got nothing.
You don't have any gloves that make your hands real fast, Delver?
No, I don't think so. Look at my hands.
That's gonna be that was my only lead though, it was on the boat. Somebody, the problem, listen, I love our crew and everything, but sometimes being with pirates, we get a little bit loose about personal belongings. We all grew up
Case
with
in point, you took somebody else's stuff. Yeah, we're seeing that. We are.
well, I mean, but I was gonna give it back, and I think that's
Do you think
important.
that somebody's going to give this back to you? Like they're just borrowing it for
I
a minute?
really wish they would.
Barnacle, it sounds like you're off the hook. It sounds like you're off the hook, though. You don't
Yeah, I don't have
anymore.
it, so
it's not
no
your
harm, no
fault
foul.
Yeah.
I think there is a foul in that you were going to bring them back and you're not.
Well, I mean, it's basically like
You
the
were
other
going to
person.
borrow my romance book and you didn't give it back. I would
I
be
would
upset.
never. I
Just
hate
because-
romance. I'm not into
Okay, but-
mysteries, adventure. I'm getting better.
And he kind of is hey,
I'm in a
Marco,
program.
I'm on your
It's
side.
it's like a 6-step. I'm on 1, but I'm dedicated to the other 5 for sure.
Okay.
It's hard, guys. You really have to understand. My job is stealing. Sometimes it's like I could steal better if I stole a little more. I'm sorry. Should I apologize to Meg?
Well,
Probably not.
Do you
It
think she's-
depends on how you want that relationship to go. Do you want to keep running around and hiding?
Fear is,
They're
If you don't want to keep doing that,
Shitty.
you gotta come
I
clean
would-
and maybe work it off. I don't know.
I'm gonna call you guys. I have to call for a check in this case. I need someone to make a presence check for me. I
not
think in
me.
this
I
case
have
it's
a
either
plus three.
Anora or it's Tedios because of you guys are the
Oh, yeah.
key. Yeah.
I definitely
Do you have a
think
plus three?
Barnacles shouldn't give in. It's not their problem.
Big old fat
You
goose
can
egg.
spend a hope to help if you'd like.
Oh, I could. 2 is better than 1.
I also
That's
love
what it-
Justin being like, no.
I'm gonna use my experience. 2 is better than 1.
Okay. Oh, very good.
So I roll a d6.
Gene
You
Screen
get
said,
a +4.
accusing Delver of theft, the balls on this guy.
Okay, so
I'm still
12,
backing them up.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And you said a +4?
Yep.
18, 19, 20, 21, and then 22, 23, 24 total, but it was with fear.
Jeez. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take your fear, little tiny crown that it is.
Mhm.
I'm going to place it there.
I'm going to be better about that. I'm going to start saying fear, hope.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Someone should presence check their foot up Barnacle's ass. So Gene Screen said in chat. That's a finesse. No, okay. All right. All right.
I'm good at that one too.
So yeah, that's a success. That's firmly a success.
Okay.
So go ahead and you tell me how you want this to impact him, and I will let you succeed on that.
She goes through her pocket and she takes out a handkerchief and she goes to hold his hand but through the handkerchief
Oh.
because his look a little dirty.
Oh.
She's just like,
Oh,
Barnacle.
God.
when you take something that's somebody else's and you lose it and you can't give it back, you've got to do the honest thing or you'll start a coup. You need to go back to Meg and you need to tell her that you're sorry and you need to pay her back the money, or you need to work it off in her service somehow. Indentured servitude.
It's,
Okay.
in the Yin clan, when someone wronged us and we were owed, we took it out of their ass. Is what we did. We beat the shit out of them.
It's not in
I
my
don't like where this
ass.
is going. Barnacle,
I
she's like,
checked.
and even she looks him in the eye. Don't do that, Barnacle. That is nowhere.
Just let her just beat the shit out of you. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I don't like getting hit. Like my
I
whole
don't like
life.
getting hit either.
Okay.
I quickly learned that you don't, piss other people off if you don't want to get hit.
Barnacle, Meg is gonna give you a stern talking to, and you'll just have a lot of work, and that'll be okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
And next
I'll-
time you can ask. You can maybe ask, Barnacle.
Yeah, that's a good. I can ask. Yeah. All
You
right.
can ask.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
She's
do
gonna
it.
pat his hand.
I'll get
proud of
you
you.
guys. I'm gonna help you guys,
Hmm.
and then I'll go talk to her. And I got some money
Hey.
saved up for my last job, so I'll just pay her
Okay.
back.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. I love it, Barnacle.
Gives her time
So
to
proud
calm
of this character growth.
Okay, Delver. I'm sorry about that.
And he pulls out something.
No.
What is something that you had, Delver, recently on your person that you can make up on the spot that Barnacle stole from you?
Pocket watch.
I mean, honestly, there's probably like a bag in my like a little pouch that seemed important, but was honestly just a bunch of little sticks.
Okay,
And I
great.
used that for Zena's nest.
Oh my god, that's so cute. He's gonna say,
Yeah.
Listen, I couldn't figure out what this was for. I was gonna ask somebody. I was gonna bring it back after I asked, but here, I should have asked, what's this for? And you can have it. I'm sorry.
Fake it, and you don't get to find out.
Is that fair? Is that how that works? Sometimes you can say you're sorry and they don't have to give you the thing.
Yeah, sometimes
yeah,
we still stay
sometimes-
friends.
That
Yeah.
sucks. That sucks.
You shouldn't have. Yeah.
Okay.
It does
Doesn't
suck.
feel good. Feels a little good. I'm conflicted. Let's go.
There's conflicting feelings.
I'm
Okay.
disappointed in you.
You seem like you know what I'm talking about though, right?
and he's like kind of marching off ahead with Tank, who's walking a little bit faster. He's like,
You get what I'm saying though, right? No?
Tank with a blank face. I've been daydreaming the whole time.
When does Halfling get here?
He just still doesn't even know this is Barnacle.
Oh, what?
Okay, big guy, and he kind of like taps you on the shoulder. You are a big guy to him. About this time, you guys have like, and the streets are pretty quiet still here, and this is quite a long waterfall, but you have exited across the other side. You've traveled underneath it, and you are, as predicted, you are nearing an area now that you are outside of the vicinity of the waterfall where there are more shops, taverns, inn, people bustling around, and stalls outside of these shops. You can actually see some of them that have various kinds of foods, fruits, vegetables, breads, a bakery that you pass at one point. The smell of morning bread is passing and wafting over you. But you also are seeing in some of these shops that there are little carts outside filled with stones of varying kind of niceness, value. Some of them are little lumps of coal. Other ones are tucked behind the glass of the shop, and they are more crystalline and things like that. But you're seeing even some people that are kind of perusing the wares and picking up and looking at some of them. At some point you pass another shop and you can see someone handing over it, and someone begins to box it very nicely. There is a full stone commerce here in this city. But eventually you do see that there is there with kind of banners showcasing a new store's opening and a bright sign that says in bold red lettering, cursive, Catha's Curios. There are some steps leading up to it, and there are 2 windows that you can see, but they are both shuttered at this point. But there is a wooden door there notched into it, and this building seems, you're in a row of buildings that are all tall and thin rather than like wider areas. And you can see Barnacle at this point is kind of tugs on Tank and says,
Oh, look, here it is. This is Catha's.
Ooh, cool.
Okay, full transparency.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Gonna have to apologize to Catha, but, you know, turning over a new leaf. So
You are.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
okay, all right.
It's gonna go great.
Here,
I think so.
maybe let us shop before.
Oh, shop first. Okay, lying
Yes.
is good when it's for friends.
No.
Stealing is good when it's for friends.
Not just delayed
Yeah.
truth telling.
Okay,
Delayed
We're
truth
splitting
telling.
hairs here. Lying's okay for friends.
lying's
Ah,
okay.
you're
We're just not gonna start a coup. It's gonna be fine.
See what I
Lying
mean, though,
and
guys?
stealing.
It's complicated.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Okay, all right, great. You might want to go in first.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to press meditation, just make sure we're all dry before we go in. Again, this place is probably going to do it for us, but, you know.
Nice.
Fantastic. You can see, by the way, Barnacle wearing a poncho. Fine.
Poncho.
He got a poncho from that kid that was hawking earlier. So,
Hell yeah.
okay. So,
It's a good poncho store.
as you enter through, what's my order? I just like to know. I always like to know an order.
I'll hold the door.
Right?
What was that?
I'll hold the door.
Okay. Ladies first.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Nora.
All right. I'm scrolling in there.
Fantastic. And then Tank. Okay, great. All right. So, as Zenora, you are entering in. I want everybody to pull in real quick to your. Remember, guys, I've done this before. Oh, sorry, I didn't literally mean, but I do love that. I mean for vibes, right? I think a lot of us are probably readers of fantasy. We've watched those movies like Harry Potter and stuff. But in tabletop, you get to live that life. Everybody has that moment where you think of like the feast that would be laid before you in a fantasy setting like The Hobbit or something, right? You also have that thing where you think of like a fantastical shop. The first time that they explained in Hogwarts Diagon Alley with all of those different magical items, going into one of those stores. Be there as we're entering the story in your mind's eye. A bell on the door chimes as you enter, and the dimly lit interior that is, as the storefront suggested, taller than it is wide, brightens every so slightly as all the lamps raise in brightness just a touch, magically, as you have announced yourself through the door with the bell. A record scratch sounds from a distance before music begins playing light trumpeted jazz. Simultaneously, as all of this happens, you each watch as the room erupts in movement of cats, scattering at the sudden intrusion. You each, some of them are leaping off of the shop counter to scurry behind the front desk. Others are flitting past you toward a stairwell that leads up to a higher area of the shop. And you are just looking at an explosion of movement from all of these bodega cats. There is a stair that circles around and up into the area. And everywhere around you, although the shop is a tight, cozy store, and the floor is not expansive, it certainly is bigger on the inside than it appears from the outside. And you can see that that stair takes you up into floors that lift 3-4 heights above, filled this room with magical artifacts of all kinds. Some of the rarer items you can see are behind glass. There are trays of glittering stones, a full wall made up of arcane and alchemical components for spell casting, wands that are floating out of boxes as you are walking inside, kind of flitting past and presenting themselves to you, and then they return to the shop window. There are a wall of potions that swim in various shapes, sizes, colors, and states of unrest. Books, tomes, scrolls. Then lastly, on this ground floor, you do see that there are different couches, settees, places for seating, and a small table immediately flips itself over, effectively, the surface of the table, and on the other side are tea trays. Layered tea trays with snacks and cakes, a teapot that's pouring tea for you and kind of inviting you in. And as you are sitting, you see these items that are in glass kind of stand and walk their way into the center near to these couches and settle down. Each one of those with their own magical items inside of them. The last thing that I give you is, the last piece is that you hear a crashing sound somewhere out of sight, and then another tinkling bell, like a different door. I'm so sorry, I'm coming. Please don't, I'll be right there. And then the sound of a door opens and you hear a bustling crowd from somewhere inside of this building, which does not seem to make sense before it slams shut again. Not that one. Another door is going to creak open and you hear the sound of birds. Mesolith, no, where is it? I just need. And finally, a door opens out of one of the bookshelves that you are looking at, and inside walks a Qatari. This is Catha herself, a female.
She has wares. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Yes, you're there with me. Yes. This is Catha herself. She is a female calico Qatari with a very beautifully brindled coat. She has amber eyes that sparkle as you look at her and a bright, cheerful voice. Hello, welcome to Catha's Curios, where curiosity never killed anyone. Come in, come in. What can I help you find? What can I help you? Oh my goodness, it's so nice to see everyone. What can I help you with? You do notice no one else is in here. It's just you. Anything that I can help you with? So wonderful to see new guests, new friends. Are you here for the grand opening? I have so many wares.
We're new to town. We were told that you were a lovely spot, so we came to you first.
Oh my goodness, who tells you this? Who tells you this about Catha? It is lovely to see you.
Meg at the Fighters Guild.
Oh, Meg, she's a darling. I love her so much. It's so good to see you. Oh my goodness, look at all of you. Oh, look at you. Oh, you're lovely, she says to Dowling. Oh, absolutely. What can I help you to find? Are you? And she kind of glances at your little pieces of jewelry. One of you on
With
an
a little
ear.
hand, a little ring.
Are you guild affiliated?
Double tap.
Fantastic.
Oh.
So then you know, 15% off for the guild, but today and this week only, 20% off. 20% off of everything in Catha's store.
Oh my god, so kind.
Lovely.
Guild only. You have to support the boys, you know?
Well, we appreciate it.
So what can I help you find? Anything?
Well, we're heading down to the depths.
Adventures.
So yeah, we need maybe some new armor or weapons, maybe some
fishing
supplies. We definitely are gonna be in the shop for fishing.
And then what was
equipment.
it? Question rocks, but not the expensive kind, because I heard that those don't matter.
That's right. You're new to town. Okay. And you see at this point also like a Persian cat kind of bounces onto a table next to her and kind of and she I have guests. Give it just a moment. And you see that the cat kind of has a little thing right in its mouth, a little pouch, and it nudges. I know, that's later. And the cat kind of jumps back down and out. Perfect. Okay, so you're very new to town. I have question and answer stones. I agree with Meg. The value doesn't matter very much. I have really nice ones if you would like, if you have a very important one. But usually that's for like proposals and things like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you just have a little question, a little one, or even whatever you want, you know, those are all on this floor. Actually, if you look right over there, and you can see that there is a whole shelf that has rows and rows of different kinds of stones. Any one of those, they're all very inexpensive here. I don't really stock the nice diamonds or anything. Go ahead.
Just curious, do you make those, or do you like source them from here? Or?
Oh no! Oh my goodness! I love to tell people this. You know, I'm a little bit of a rising star. I like to think of myself. So I am part of a big group of Qatari, all spread out across, and we're all a guild together. I get special rates, and we put it all in the store here together. I don't make any of the things, but I can get very special prices. No rocks. I don't make rocks. What the? So, you want some armor? What about this? And she kind of clicks her finger, and you see one of those kind of pedestals that is walking kind of scampers over, and it's standing right next to you. Okay, what about these? This is a lovely thing. It's brand new. And she kind of like, it does have a glass box there, and it has all of these little pebbles. They actually look very similar to some of the question stones. And she kind of pops the lid off and pulls one of the stones up, and you can see all of the rest of them drip and follow afterward, almost like a sheet of fabric. This is, and she spreads it out, Landenscree. Oh, it's very nice. Here you go. Do you mind? And she goes to you, Ted. Okay.
Sure.
She's going to place it here, and as she does, all of those little stones kind of sort themselves all over you as like magical rocks, and they are now kind of floating in place around you and sparkling just a little bit. This is the Landenscree swarm. They are rocks from the monolith themselves, sourced right here in the Jags, and they will make a beautiful piece of armor for you. Base score of 9. I don't know how else to explain that. like they're very, very sturdy, and they're really good at adding. For anything coming from a distance, watch this. And she's going to step back, and she lobs just another rock at it, and one of those little rocks kind of flings itself at it, and because ranged attacks with this, you get to, with this feature, coruscating, which is so fun. I use that word all the frickin' time, and it's a feature of this armor. Your armor score is increased by your proficiency against ranged attacks on this one.
Wow.
Lovely piece. What else? What else can I show you? And she's gonna kind of pluck it off and put it back in. Anything that you like. What can I help you find?
Well, to be honest, never been into a magic shop before, so anything you can show me is probably gonna blow my mind.
Oh my goodness. Okay, have you seen this? And she's going to snap, and another little thing under glass comes out. This one is a small box, and she's actually going to lift it up, and she shows you. You can open it. It's fine. And there is inside of it something shaped like a tongue, but it is silver and hollow. And okay, now you can try it on. You don't try this one on. It would be clean before you purchase it. But it's a silver tongue. Makes you much more convincing, You just wear it like right there on your tongue, and it makes you very convincing to anybody that you want. Silver tongue. This one came from Jindalia.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Very cute. Not for me. Not for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
You see, like, the halfling kind of walks forward, and he's like, oh yeah, I like that a lot, yeah. And he's like, starts, oh, excellent, my little, and she's going to do a little check real quick. No. Okay. Oh, excellent. So you like it? Oh, absolutely. Just let me know. Today only for you. Oh, you're not a member of the guild. I'm so sorry. But, it's only going to be 4 handfuls. It's really good. Okay. What else can I help you with?
Do you have healing potions? Because I'm a little low. You got some kind of, maybe, but not like, I don't want the ones in the bottles. I want the, like, do you have them like the food kind? You know what I'm talking about? Like a cookie. You know what I'm talking about?
Magically enchanted treats. Oh, a woman after my own heart. Absolutely. So mine are magically enchanted, shipped in from Cerulia, city of welcome. Beautiful.
That's
lovely.
where my best friend's from.
Oh my god, I love that place. Oh my goodness. Okay, great. So look, if we come over here, and she's going to walk you over, and you can see just any food that you would like effectively. And they have been enchanted to last indefinitely. And they all are healing items. I love that. We're bringing that in from our home games. So
we are, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. So any of those healing items, by the way, anybody can mark those. You can use food items. You could use actual potions. Grab those at your leisure. It would be so little, very, very inexpensive. For you, it's usually 2 handfuls per. I'll give it to you for 1. 50% off. I like the way you look.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna keep that in mind while I'm shopping so I can budget. We love a good.
Yeah, I'm budgeting right now, mentally budgeting. How much for the fancy armor, the screen, the swarm?
Oh, the Landenscree swarm, absolutely. So, for most customers, without the guild prices and not in Catha's special week. 2 full bags. But I know that's expensive. Right now, 1 bag, 2 handfuls, standard client. For you, 1 bag only. And Countdown427, welcome and thank you so much for following. 1 handful for you.
Well.
Oh, sorry, not handful, bag. Catha makes a mistake.
It's okay. We're all.
Don't drop it. And she picks up the coruscating armor and puts it back in the box.
I'm gonna put a check mark on that.
1 bag.
Probably gonna grab that.
Just curious. We recently got in a scuffle, and I know we're about to go down, in the depths. It could be, more scuffles could be had.
Sure.
I'm looking. Do you have anything that helps me, hit harder? I'm one of those. I use my brains on stuff.
Oh, brain stuff. What do you want? Do you want a wand? And she kind of flicks her hand over, and several wands just unsheathe them for the wall, and they're there floating. Or maybe I have something really special.
Okay, I'm listening.
Listen, if you are new to town and you haven't even talked to one of our stones before, I have. Here you go. Look, and she's going to, you see that she gets down onto her haunches and leaps up onto the 2nd floor. She just leaps like a cat up there. And she is now there at some glass, and she's kind of like looking into it. And she says, there it is. Look how pretty. And she's opening up the glass, and she pulls out a staff. This is an asking stone staff. because we've talked about this. What does this look like? I'll let you explain to me what this one looks like.
Almost imagining like I'm assuming like they have all these different stones. It's just random rocks from wherever, and like they've somehow been enchanted. This one I'm assuming is honestly just the same but much larger, and it's like so it's almost like not like where it's like thin and then it gets bigger or anything at the end. It's just kind of like a just slowly kind of gradually increasing like in heft like club. It almost looks like just like smaller on one end and it gets kind of chunky at the end.
Yeah, how tall is it?
I definitely think it's gonna be about a foot taller than me, and I'm average-ish human.
Very
So
good. Okay.
Or probably not a foot, by like 4 inches or so taller.
A little bit taller. Yeah.
A
Proper like sorcerer wizard staff. Absolutely. Okay. So she goes back to now a ladder, and she does actually like climb down with it, and she's holding it. Look at this. This is an asking stone staff. Now it's a little bit chatty, I'll be very honest. You're going to have to talk to it a lot. It really needs some answers, but very, very strong. So, the asking stone staff, this is a knowledge weapon, far range. It has a full D10 plus 10 physical. It's very strong, but it is one-handed also, which is pretty freaking crazy for a staff. The feature on this one is Curios, which is one of the reasons that I already had this in the shop even before we talked about it. During a rest, you have to spend one of your downtime moves answering its questions, or every attack made with it until your next rest is at disadvantage. So it's very strong, but you always have to spend time resting, talking to it. So, this is, like I said, a little bit chatty. You really have to, have you ever had a cat?
Oh, I got a bird.
Okay, great. So you understand the importance of pet ownership and spending your time with your creatures, very much like this.
I thought they could maybe hang out.
So
sounds like good. Yeah.
For this one, honestly, it's been in the shop for a while. I thought it was going to be a big seller, but it really wasn't. I originally was asking for 2 bags for it because it's so cool and pretty, but people don't really want it. I could let it go for, after the discount, for you, 1 bag, 2 handful.
All right, I'll think on it, but I'm probably sold on it.
Okay,
I'm going to see if I can bundle some things, get a deal.
Try it out. Hold it. I mean, don't try it out. Don't try it out.
I'm literally walking around the shop with a shopping basket.
Yeah,
I love it.
An unlabeled amount of croissants in there as I continue to look around.
I do take it. I do try to find a space like that has a little more wiggle room. I do want to try to if I hold that and I hold a wand, I got the movement for this. Not spinning it around or anything.
Yeah.
But
Testing it out. Yeah, absolutely. Incredible.
out of the shoes fit.
Yeah, you tried them on. And what about you? Oh my goodness, I love your wings. Those are lovely, sir. What can help you? You like a sword? You like a shield? What kind of thing are you interested in?
Yeah, as I walked into the shop, there was this display of armor knight on the wall, and it had a little button, and I pressed the button, and then 2 little figures started fighting, and it had a most beautiful I've ever seen shield that was a giant tooth that had jagged sides on the end.
Yeah,
I can't believe he has a tooth shield in here.
Again, I
I can't believe you have this. I've never seen one.
Do you like teeth? I also love teeth. Look at mine. And she's showing you her like fangs and everything. Okay, listen. This is really exciting. Nobody quite knows what creature it was harvested from, but somebody took it and she's taking it down and kind of showing you. And it's a large shield, or do you want it to be a smaller shield?
I guess it's technically a round shield, but
whatever shape you want.
we could go medium in size,
Okay. Okay, great. And it's more oblong, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oblong, a little, unshapely due to the nature of the item not being a regular shield.
Yeah, absolutely. So nobody quite knows what kind of a creature it was taken from, but what they do, they took this tooth and somebody carved it out into a beautiful shield. And give the hit. You can literally hit this one with your sword. Here, go ahead. And she's gonna hold it there for you.
Okay. Do I roll?
Sure. Sorry,
Let's see
Rachel.
how good
Sure.
I do.
Don't hurt Catha though. We like her.
Catha got this shield. She's fine.
16 with fear.
Oh, 16 with fear. Okay, now we're not going to care about the fear in this case, right?
Cool,
Because,
cool.
yeah. But 16 absolutely hits. It is a big clanging hit, but she kind of ducks behind it and look at that. Not even a scratch on it. It is so strong and durable. Listen, again, I like the way your party looks, and I haven't had a lot of people today. So, maybe I could let it go for just for you. Don't go telling any of my secrets. 1 handful.
1 hand.
Just kidding,
I
a bag.
Uh,
One bag.
I was about to say, you're a
Handful.
team lover.
Listen,
I'm
I'm
a
running
team
a
enjoyer.
business here. I'm running a
right.
business
Yeah,
here. Catha's Curios never killed anybody, but Catha sure did, you know? Okay, all right. So, anyway, about this time, by the way, you do hear a door kind of ding, 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 and that crowd is happening, and you see another Qatari that is walking in. This Qatari is, I had the picture of him. I think I'm so upset. I remembered. Okay, I'm going to remember. Also brindled, but this one is like a tomcat. He's definitely male in appearance, and he is in like a tightly curtly tailored suit, kind of with a big bow tie on him and a little tiny bell also. And he's kind of walking in. You hear the crowd behind him, and he's, "Oh, Catha, do you mind if I could borrow you for a second?" And Catha kind of turns, "What is it, Tom?" Tom kind of,
cat.
sorry, yeah, and yeah, guys, it's a lot of Qatari jokes. Oh, I'm doing so well over here in Cerulean, and I've run out of some of the healing delicacies. If you could just maybe spare a few, your little friend. Tom, I'm doing very well for myself too. Don't you still have guests? They're doing so great. Oh my goodness, sir! Thank you so much for buying this shield. It's so nice. Seven bags. It's 7 bags. You don't want the 7-bag shield. He loves it.
7 tiny bags. Got it.
Okay, thank you so much. You have a good day, sir. Everybody else who's not part of the same party, how are you doing? You finding all of your things just fine? You love it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a wonderful place.
Beautiful in
It
here.
just
I love it. I'm
random
gonna buy
item.
so much.
Exactly what I was looking for.
These croissants look amazing.
Just like grabbing more croissants and putting them in your bag. Tom kind of like looks, and so it's no to the health point. Tom, I'm so sorry. I'm just really busy today. So if you could just come back later, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. And she like starts walking forward, and you can.
Ma'am, I need your help, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Oh my
excuse
goodness,
me.
I'm so sorry. And I'll go by that. And she slams the door on him, and the crowd sound happens. Thank you guys. I'm so sorry about
Are
that.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Blink twice if you need help.
It's not doing as well as I thought it would, Not as many people around town. I think I should have picked a spot maybe in Redanzia, but I like it down here. It's nice.
It is nice.
But I just became affiliated with the my little group, and Tom, he does really well in Cerulean. So I'm just trying to make sure that they don't think that I'm not so good of a shopkeeper, So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'll throw in some treats for you when you go to leave.
Yeah. We love a good treat.
I hate Tom.
Yeah, Tom sucks, you guys. Yeah.
No way.
But it is a really nice deal. This connected to basically any of the shops around here, and so if you ever want to become a member, then you can shop through any of the other shops. Maybe if you go to Cerulean, you could shop here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
We'd love to come back.
Interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would much rather give you my business.
Then Tom.
That's
Tom
so
kind of
nice. Oh my goodness. I love that so much. Okay, great. Thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Catha.
Catha, it's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Tedios of the Yin Clan.
Oh, Tedios.
I'm Nora.
Hi, Nora. I love your hat.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm Tank.
Hi, Tank. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Dover. I'm from around these parts, but been away for a while.
Yeah, at the Fun Grill. Oh, I love, I'm new to the area, but I love your people. Very nice, very accommodating. Okay. So, well, listen, truly, anything else that I can help you with? The tooth is great. The shield's so good. What, I gave you a
Very
price,
good.
right?
Interested in
One
that. Yeah.
bag.
And then what was, you said you had that armor earlier? Do you have 2 of those in stock, or is it just 1?
Oh, the Landenscree? Just do one of those. But, what kind of thing are you looking for? Something similar for ranged attacks?
Yeah. I was hoping I could maybe combo a little shield armor in a little baggage deal, and then I could trade you maybe what I'm wearing, a little gambeson and a lightly used round shield. It's only FOTS, some thistle folks, some worms, and maybe a glass snake, lightly used.
Lightly used? Listen, I'm not really buying a lot of things lately, but I really like you guys. I could do that, I think. Can I see? Is it what you're wearing right now? Do you mind if I poke a little?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna begin. Oh, it really is pretty good. You really take good care of this. You spend some of your downtime actions taking care of your stuff. I can see. Okay, yeah. Listen, I could buy that off of you. So gambeson is not really super appreciated around here. Maybe I could give you 2 bags for the gambeson, and then for the shield I could give you another 3.
Okay.
Nah, I don't want it right now. You would be naked.
This is true.
Okay.
He would be in his underwear. He's
Do
not
you
giving
have
you his
changing rooms
underwear.
actually, so I could actually see how
Oh,
I
of
look in my
course,
stuff
of
before I?
course. Yeah, go right down there. Oh, and you're looking for some armor, right? Okay, so for the armor as well, if you're looking for something specific from the items list and everything, just let me know what you were looking for. If it's just standard tier 2, that would be a little bit cheaper and everything. What is it that you're looking for?
Let me pull up that message. I was going to snag RuneTan Shield.
The RuneTan
Tier 2 armor.
Shield. Okay. Oh, I forgot to actually share my desktop too, guys. Although we haven't been talking about a lot of those things. Ooh, that's my music. Okay, so are you in TAN? RuneTan.
Yeah.
Okay, so tier 2, it has a base score of 5, and its feature is warded. Each armor slot is worth an extra 2d4 against magic damage. Okay, so I would say that probably that's going to be at a similar rate to the Landenscree. It's pretty similar. Oh, but it has a much lower base score. The Landenscree is really dope.
That's why I was like, if you have anything better, I'll take that. But if not, anything's better than what I got.
This is better than your current armor too? The base score 5.
Yeah.
Okay, and but this is a shield too, so this is so
This one's armor.
Yeah,
It's still
shield, but it's an actual armor.
I think armor. It's
This is an addition.
Weird.
Because it says base score, right?
Yeah.
So
I know,
like
that is a little bit weird. I think that this is... Can I look it up in the manuscript? Because...
Normally shields are weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the
weapons.
spike shield was like the shield I was picking out, and that one has
I feel like
a
this
damage score.
Each armor slot is worth an extra 2d4. I would allow, and you guys let me know if you think this is right. Again, guys, Wild West, and we don't know how this is going to shake down in the end. But it doesn't make sense to me that this is not in addition to armor. What I would say is that you can keep this on and wear your standard armor and use that score. This would probably be because it has each armor slot is worth an extra 2d4 against damage. I think it would just be that as the ability on it, and you would ignore the armor score and you use that against magic damage. Does that sound fair?
Oh, like it wouldn't stack armor score with everything else, you mean?
What does your current shield do? It's a +1, right?
Yeah.
I would say that it could have a +1 to it, and it would have that feature in addition to it. But you'd have to mark all of that. What do you feel like?
Sorry.
I mean, I would say here. Let me share the shield I have, and I'd kind of say that it would be fair to kind of just take. Sorry.
Because I don't
it does
think
say it's armor on the.
it does.
thing.
Do you want to wear it as your main armor with no other armor? You could do that if you want.
I have no idea. I'm completely confused.
You
I'm
know,
not following at all.
You're
but
good. Tell
I'm
me
down
what
with
you
anything.
have right now. Right now, you have armor and you have a shield.
Yeah, right now I have a base Gambison, which gives me 3 armor,
3 armor.
1 evasion, and then I have a round shield, which just gives me 1 armor.
Yeah, 100%.
Glosso Dad says
Cheers,
it
Glosso.
has an armor base score, so it's armor.
Yeah, it for sure is. Absolutely. But so you could absolutely just have this as your armor. Right now you have a 3 plus 1 from your shield. That's a 4 base score. This has a base score of 5. It is better just on its own. You could additionally, because this is armor, you could have your other shield too and make it
Yeah.
invisible for your mind and bump that to 6, you know? So
Yeah.
that's really how it should work. If you wanted to play around with it, we could, but I am hearing that that's a little bit complicated on your side, and that's okay. If you like this, though, we'll just call this your armor, and then you can either get rid of or keep your other shield. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And so could I get this and then just get that spike shield?
Sure.
Use them both.
Sure, yeah. Do you already have the spike shield, or you want a different spike shield?
Oh, that's the one I was looking at buying. That's the shield that was a tooth.
Oh,
I decided it to be a tooth.
so the RuneTan Shield is a totally different shield.
I wanted to get a shield and armor as like 2 things. It's just
Okay.
super confusing that the freaking armor is called a shield.
It's
But I
called
was
a
like,
shield.
it's an
I
armor.
see what you're saying
Yeah,
now.
it's fine. We're gonna
It's just
make.
that's one in the tier that I can
I
pick,
get it.
you know?
I get it. All right, very very complicated, but we're gonna pretend the RuneTan Shield is a different thing.
RuneTan armor, Rachel.
RuneTan armor.
It's just RuneTan armor.
Yeah,
I guess that's good feedback for them because it's like, bro, what is this?
RuneTan shield armor, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a RuneTan you put over your armor or
Yeah.
over your shield.
Yeah, I would assume it's like a force field armor type of thing of runes
We're
or something.
in, again,
is what they were going for.
imagination land. So it could
Yeah,
be
I got
anything that you want. I do agree, though, that in my brain, I don't think this should be called a shield. And I would just call it RuneTan armor, like Kayla is suggesting.
Yeah.
So,
I love
now
it.
the thing is, for this cost, all right, this is going to be probably, this is armor. The shield, I've already given you the price, right?
Yeah, you said a bag for
bag.
the shield.
This, I think, is also going to be, this is going to be slightly more. So this would be 1 bag, 2 handfuls. So you could get both if you'd like, but that's where you're set it, okay? So,
Okay.
and Catha is showing you this armor. Absolutely. What does this look like in your mind? Because this is how you want to be dressed. So what does this look like in your mind?
For sure. The shield, we already went over. The armor. Ooh, what would that look
Is
like?
it just a new
Is it
leotard?
the unitard?
It's
Is it a new
Yeah.
unitard coated with some kind of magical?
with like runes on it?
I almost
Maybe a
think,
fancy belt. I don't know,
What
like a
kind?
wrestling.
Ooh, like a
That would be
weightlifter's
sick.
like belt or something like that.
it's also like rune based, so it could be a
Uh-huh.
belt that has like a giant rune there in the middle, and that when you equip it, kind of like runes appear across your skin and then fade or stay, whatever you
Just
want.
The WWE symbol
I was
in the
about to
middle.
fucking say, yeah. Just like...
A cage appears around you and a single chair and a chanting
Dive
band.
off of it.
Yeah, I was thinking just a big luchador belcal, and then when it's activated and I'm in combat, we'll just kind of like glisten my muscles, and
Oh
that'll
my
be the armor.
god, the baby oil comes out.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
just the thing for you. I'm loving the fit, right? So I was thinking, now it's a little bit complicated. Somebody sold it to me as like this shield. It's not really a shield. It's like an armor. But anyway, it's like a belt. And there, look at it. And she kind of, again, she's standing there with a glass box that has come up to her. Look at it. It would look so good with the whole fit that you have going on and the shield. Oh my god, I could see it right now. I would have a painting made of it, but I'm busy, you know. But anyway, for this, it's a little bit more expensive because, again, I know it says, the tag on it says a shield, but it's not a shield. So this would be a bag 2-handfold.
Okay. Strong bargain. I like it.
Okay.
Nothing good comes cheap, you know?
That's exactly right.
High quality.
That's what I say all the time. Everything is expensive. Same thing, basically, you know?
20% off.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm giving you fantastic deals just this week. You come back next week. It's too bad here at Catha's. We've got to charge Tom prices, you know?
And then, so 1 bag for the shield, 1 bag, 2 handfuls for this beautiful glistening armor. And then you said for my shield, you would give me 2 bags. And then for the gambeson, 3 bags. I think you meant handfuls. Maybe you're doing that thing you were doing earlier.
Yeah, listen, Catha's a little tricky, you know? But yeah, handfuls for your previous stuff is old stuff. It's not worth bags.
Yes, yeah.
Fair.
Just
Okay,
had to check.
great. Excuse me, and she's gonna like, are you ready to check out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Excuse me, Delilah. And you see, like, she kind of, her voice echoes over, and that same cat that had come up earlier comes over, and it has a pouch there in its teeth, and it gets up onto a pedestal and drops the pouch, kind of placing its paw out and pulls it, and there is a little satchel for you to deposit your money into.
I pet her.
You want to try?
Yeah, do I roll for it?
Yeah. She kind of like scritches and kind of stretches.
I use hope.
For a pet? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love it. This is something that I always say, guys, in tabletop, you can pet every cat and every dog.
Got it.
Gotta get in there. 100%. Yeah.
$14.
A 14 is what. Listen, Delilah is a shopkeeper cat. She has she's trying to be on her best behavior. Maybe she'd be a little bit crazy. I have a very important question. Are you trying to touch her tummy?
Never.
Okay, great.
Not tummy. Yeah,
that
I
would
won't
have
go
been a
that
higher
bold.
check. That would have been a higher
Not
check.
with that
But for a
roll.
14, and was it with hope?
It was with hope.
Okay, great. So restore your hope, and you pet her. Absolutely, she takes little scritches on her chin and everything, and nuzzles at your hand. Catha is like staring. Delilah, you're working, and Delilah sits there like prim.
Can I quickly give her however many handfuls I got to get a health potion real quick?
100%, absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, shopping is super fun, but we don't have to be crazy. Okay. What else? What else can I help you with? Anything else?
She got me with those health potions. I'm good to go. I think my friend's here. I need some service.
Absolutely.
I've been walking around. I got croissants in there. I got a bar of soap, and I'm like debating on if I want the lavender or I want the eucalyptus in the bag. I'm trying to think what is going to cover Delver's smell best if I put it in his pocket, because I'm really worried about the corpse. I'm really worried about the walking corpse. And I'm actually like, Delver, which one do you like better?
Oh, I'm good. That's all natural.
Yeah, so is eucalyptus, Delver. Which one do you like better?
Sure.
Okay.
Fantastic. Also, for your purposes, Kayla, I'm making soap free. Any
Thank you.
soap, any herbs and stuff, that's the tipping is a free action Discord.
Okay, I was gonna let you look at the buggy afterwards and tell me.
Fine. Also, I love Velocidad. Like the Runetard, Rune Tights, incredible. Absolutely. We've decided it's a Rune Champion's belt.
Champion's belt. Can I have found, or I was looking for an ego blade,
Sure.
a magical weapon.
So you certainly could have found it. So you're probably wandering at this point because all of you have spread out, and Catha's kind of tittering to each of you as she comes in turn. Some of you find that as you're walking around, a little cat like escort will be there near you, kind of weaving in and out of your feet and then standing there. But you have found yourself up high on the 3rd floor. Okay.
Yeah, I would have definitely been climbing.
Absolutely. You've seen Catha kind of jumping and everything. Yeah. And you're standing there, and behind this arcane glass, you can see that there is a sword being held by another one of those suit of armors. And it
Can
what does
can
it
I
look
say that it's actually like just like a gauntlet there?
Sure.
And it's like
Yes.
it's got like gems in it, but other than that, it's just like a gauntlet.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah. So, and as you're looking at it, what does the blade look like?
So that's the thing, is there's not really a blade, but underneath or somewhere it does say ego blade, or blades.
Okay.
And I'd call her over. What is this?
Oh, this is very exciting. This is an ego blade. Do you have an ego? A little bit pompous, narcissist, anything like that? You don't have to be. The ego blade, now, because I'm not in your head, so I don't know what you're depicting. She's going to touch the glass and it vanishes. What is she doing that you see it?
So like she like I would say she like grabs it and kind of like hands it over and like tells me to put it on, and then when I put it on, like sets of like magical blades, like Wolverine claws, kind of come appearing.
Oh, very good. Okay. So, if you are a narcissist, this is not going to work for you, probably. So really, this is for someone who has their ego in check. Someone who is really reasonable. For the ego blade, it's an agility melee weapon, D12 plus 4 magic, one-handed. So you can make them on both if you want Wolverine claws, or you could just have it be Freddy Krueger. Okay, great.
I was thinking, did any of y'all play Street Fighter?
Of course.
The guy with the mask, and he has like
Incredible.
That's kind of the idea.
Yeah. Okay, great. And it has the feature pompous. You have to have a presence score of 0 or less to use this weapon. If at any point you are to increase your presence or it gets decreased, which, by the way, Daggerheart's a little tricky and stuff, then you wouldn't be able to use it anymore. But she's going to put it onto your hand, and then she's going to raise her own paw, which she has kind of standard fingers, but you can see, now watch what Catha does, okay? And she flicks, and you see her own claws kind of extend out. You see? Weapon whatever you want. You try it. Go ahead, Ted. See, isn't that cool? Weapons whatever you want.
Crazy.
Nobody would even know.
Interesting.
You say, "Oh, no weapons allowed in our tavern." I don't have weapons. It's just a nice glove.
It's
And
just
then
a
all of a
nice
sudden,
glove.
you kill. Well,
Love that.
Yeah.
What does something like this run?
She's taking it back off of your hand and placing it there. So this is really nice, okay? It's one of the best things that I have on the shop. And there have been a few people pretty interested in it. For today and for you, I'd let it go for, let's say, 1 bag, 4 handful.
Okay.
Okay? Interesting?
I'll put that on my list right next to the armor. I think those are the 2 things I'll get, but I might go and grab a health potion before I actually check out.
Okay, great. Yeah, absolutely. Just let me, let Delilah, any of us know. We'll be happy to help you.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah. You go ahead.
You may go first.
I'm just kind of like perusing some of the things, just looking at all the random bits and trying to like, do you have like, is there like a section for like, you know, like exploration or like or like just odd environments, helping you adapt to them, or you know?
Yeah, of
You
course.
have sections here.
I've got everything here, Delver. Yeah, absolutely. We have people that are going down to see the monolith all the time. We gotta have that kind of stuff. It's with our camping supplies. And she takes you over to an area, and you can see that over there she has like provisions where like you can cook over a campfire. She has compasses. She has a little folded up piece of cloth that she's like, oh, that's a really cool tent. What is it that you're looking for or that you see here?
Looking more like say navigation, more exploration around like items I'm looking at, or like the ones around like teleportation, maybe forming a bridge, or possibly saw one for being able to allow us to like breathe underwater for a little bit since we're going fishing. I don't know how these fish are gonna, you know, get fished.
That's true. What are these items called?
So there is the bridge seed is one.
Oh, I love that. I have seen that before.
The other was the blood of the Yorgi.
Blood of the Yorgi.
That's the teleportation one. And then the other one, I've lost that one, but it was Gill's something.
Okay.
Something Gill's.
Okay, great. So
Gill's Salve. There.
Gill's. I love that because it reminds me. Oh, Gill Salve. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so she's gonna show you these items. You can see them, and so the Gill Salve, she's going to explain that to you what it does for those at home, that you can see the screen and everything. But this, it really is like gillyweed from Harry Potter. You can breathe underwater for a number of minutes equal to your level. Now, Gill Salve, it doesn't really specify how many uses it is, but this is a consumable. So I'm going to give it, actually, I think I'll roll, no, because I want it to be standardized. I'm going to say that you could get 6 uses out of a Gill Salve, one thing of it. And it's going to be fairly inexpensive. 2 handfuls. 2 handfuls for the 6 uses. For the bridge seed, which is so cool, another consumable, thick vines grow slowly from where you are standing to somewhere else within far distance, allowing you to climb up or across safely. It dissipates at your next short rest. So this again is a consumable. It's not something that you can pick up and take with you. You use it, it's gone. So this one, really pretty inexpensive. You can have each of these for 3 handfuls, okay? Because it's really, really useful, especially you're going down into the depths. What if, oh no, I'm down here stuck all alone, I'm going to starve. And then all of a sudden, oh my goodness, we're out. We're fine. Nobody died. It's really good.
Nobody dying is good.
Yeah. And then the last one that we had talked about was the
Blood of the Yorgi.
Blood of the Yorgi. And this one's one that I don't know. Ooh, okay, so this is all survival stuff. Disappear from where you are and immediately reappear anywhere within very far distance. So this is really nice too. But I have a special going on for this one, okay? So this one, and these are actually little vials of blood. She explains it to you. So you really just, you're going to crash it down on your feet. So you can get each one of these for 2 handfuls. Or if you get 2, I'll give it to you for 3 handfuls. Okay? It's a 2 for 3 deal.
Okay.
Buy one, get one half off is always lovely.
A BOGO!
While we're on camping gear, what about the premium bedroll?
Oh my goodness. You know what? Catha always takes the premium bedroll whenever I go out, you know?
We're gonna be in the depths, right?
But, yeah, and I'm a fancy cat, you know? I'm not going to... Anyway, during any rest, you always automatically clear 1 stress. This is a little bit more expensive. It's not a consumable. You get to use it over and over and over, you know? It's very helpful. This one is a full bag for most people, but for you, only 8 handful.
Not bad, not bad.
Pretty good. I have as many as you want of these, by the way. Oh my god, you asked me earlier, Delver, if I made anything. I actually do make these.
Oh, cool.
Oh. Then they must be super comfy.
They are so comfy. All of my nieces and nephews, they keep one. Okay.
Anything else?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Anura has made her way down to the basement. And in the basement, there are maybe like 5 to 7 different animals in cages of different sizes. They're all very happy. They all look well kept, okay? All right.
Although there are
she runs a
cats
nice
prowling.
Huh? The
There-
cat is prowling.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right. So she's going through, and for everybody at home, what I'm trying to get is the Corrector Sprite. But I don't know how it's going to work because Anura doesn't have ears. So I came up with a solution if Rachel is cool with this.
Okay.
Okay. So she's going through, and at the very end, in a very small cage with like mesh wire, is a very teeny tiny snake. And it's a blue snake with black bands. And it's just staring at her, slowly blinking. And it, like, while it's looking at her, takes its little tail and pokes it out of the edge of the cage. Just making that eye contact. It's just like,
Yeah, just staring
what
at
is
you.
the snake trying to do? So she takes
Very
her
cool
little hand,
snake.
she feels compelled, and she just pokes the snake. And when she makes contact with the snake, his voice floods her mind. And he's like, hello, my name is Maximus. I have had 3 soldiers, and all 3 I have helped live to old age. I have been in this cage for a year now. The owner is kind, but I long for the sun.
Oh my
If you buy me, I will help you twice a day, so you too, my soldier, can live to old age.
Oh my god, it is so good. We're gonna have to.
So he's like, oh my god.
I absolutely must work with you off stream on a voice for this character because I love him so
I'm
much.
sorry, I don't have a good voice. I'm sorry.
It's so good.
I'm not
It's
a good
so
voice
good.
actor like some people.
I just know that I'm gonna, just like sometimes with Bill, I'm like, "Wah-ka!" and so, you know, like I'm gonna. It's so good. Yeah.
He's a manly man snake.
Very good. And so, like, Catha's going to come down and say, oh, you found him. That's Maximus. Sometimes if you touch him, he talks to you. He says all kinds of stuff. He's really nice. He's really nice. But, you know.
He's nice.
Yeah,
You know, Catha, I feel like me and this little snake have a connection, Catha. Me and Maximus have, how much would it cost for me to buy this sentient animal?
Oh, sure. You know, that's a weird way to put it. But, you know, we do buy
A weird
pets.
thing to tell, but
you know,
yeah.
I'm kind of a cat and I own a lot of cats. Sometimes that just happens, you know. So could I have just a second with Maximus?
Yes,
Okay,
of course. Maximus is your snake right now.
And she's
so
gonna kind of like,
go back
she's
upstairs.
in the same way that she's done before. She kind of taps the glass and does a little whirl motion and puts her hand in, and Maximus slithers onto her hand, and she's like, oh, I don't like it when you do that. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me. Okay. Sure. Well, I hope that you've liked staying here.
Oh
I
my
really
God.
think that they're pretty nice. You could probably. I don't think she's a soldier, though. Okay. Well, she has a really cool harp. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll make a good deal. Yeah, okay. So here you go. And she's going to come over and she's holding Maximus in her hand. So Maximus originally was very expensive, you know. He is very special. I was charging before for him a whole 4 bags. He's a person, you know. You can't just be selling people. But I would like you, Anora, to go ahead. I'm sorry, I just realized. I need you to go ahead and make for this.
I know, because I was gonna wait for you to give me the price and then do my highborn to see if I could knock the price off.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and have, but I want to see how it affects it up front. So let's go ahead and make a presence check. Okay.
Okay, I am gonna use Swamp Princess.
Okay.
She's gonna just adjust her hat.
And because you are a highborn, you get advantage, don't you? Isn't that a highborn thing? So plus a
Yes,
d6
when
right off the bat.
negotiating. Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
It's 21. And it is with fear.
Okay. All right. Great.
I'm getting so many of my fears.
With fear. I know, and I haven't really used that. Oh, wait. I knew one way I was going to use one for a second. I just have to get through something. Okay, great. So, like, 20 is incredibly high, right? 20 is incredibly high.
What?
So, yeah, and you had 21. So she's going to... Okay. You could have Maximus. I don't really want to sell him. And you guys were such a nice help with Tom and everything. You could have Maximus. But only if you promise to visit sometimes. Okay?
Yes. When we're in Cerelia, we'll go through Tom's shop and we'll just come right through and we'll come back and we'll see you.
Okay. And also, you have to send people here to shop with Cathas. Okay, please?
Yes, absolutely I will.
Okay. Okay, Maximus, it was very nice having you. You did not sell, but here you go. And she's going to give you over to him. And Maximus kind of slithers, thank you.
That's very cute. He's gonna be like a bracelet.
Amazing. And he wraps around. And you have Maximus. Okay.
Yes.
It was very good.
Cute.
It was
I
a
love
very
it.
good
I
story.
could buy so many health croissants now.
So many health croissants. Absolutely. All right, guys. Anything else?
I
I need to.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to clarify. You mentioned on the bridge seeds, was that for one seed or for a couple? I thought you said like
It was
for all of them.
per for that. That one was per. The blood of the Yugi is a 2 for 3.
Yeah,
or 3
yeah,
for 2,
yeah.
sorry. Blood of the Yugi. Blood of the Yorgi. Also,
Oh, wait,
MC
make my
Cat,
notes right.
the hello, my name is Enigma Montoya. Like
Yeah.
for the snake. Incredible. Maximus, just Enigma Montoya. Hello, my name is Maximus. Someone kill my last master, prepare to die. All right. So, anything else that you guys are wanting, or are y'all kind of tallying your lists?
I'm tallying my list.
Okay.
The real quick though, do we need to buy fishing rods for this adventure?
If you
We-
want fishing rods, you can purchase them here in the equipment that Delver had seen before. 1 handful per.
Okay. Cool. I think that's good.
All right. Okay. So I saw some bartering happening earlier with some items, changing hands.
Yeah, absolutely. I love a good deal.
So I also would, be replacing armor that I would no longer need.
What
And
is the
shit.
armor?
Just some lovely leather armor,
Okay.
and then I
Okay.
have a shield as well, a round shield.
Okay.
But more importantly, I have a custom chained comma.
I don't know what that is.
It is it's a short sword. That has
No, I know what that
reach.
is.
Yeah. Okay. I show off. I kind of swing it around.
Oh,
some.
that's so cool. There's a whole
uh-huh.
clan of Simi around here that they use all kinds of weapons like that.
I met one of them. I have questions. I will be back to speak with her.
Okay. Cool. Okay, well, listen. The same deal applies. It looks like you've put some good wear into your stuff. So same deal for the armor and for the shield. 2 for the shield. 3 for the armor. That's 5 handfuls, not bags. And then, can I see this little thing?
You may.
Okay. She's, I would like you to go ahead and make a presence check for this, okay?
So that will be an 11 with fear.
All right, great. So, at 11 with fear. Okay, first I'm going to go ahead. I have your fear token. So, at this point, because I have to use some of this fear. I have to make some consequences happen. And I had one prepared. The 11 is going to be a failure. She's going to watch, checking on it and stuff. It's just that I don't really get a lot of need for this kind of thing here because, like I said, there's this whole What the fuck are you doing here? And she's looking down at Barnacle, who's on the ground floor, and Barnacle's enchantment has faded. And he's now just like staring at stuff, and he's,
Oh, I'm just a little halfling guy, and I was thinking about Barnacle. What are you doing here? You're not allowed to be in here anymore. You stole my thing. I was selling it to a person. No, Catha, listen. I'm so sorry. I just I came here to apologize. No, you didn't come here to apologize, because if you had come here to apologize, you would have had. Wait. Is he with you?
Well, we were gonna make him apologize after the shopping trip.
Wait, you knew? He stole my things.
We didn't know
what he
he
did.
stole.
He
We
said
just
he
knew
had
that
to
you were-
apologize.
I stole
you
this
guys-
really pretty pair of rings for this couple to be married up in Redancia, and he stole them.
and Barnacle.
Barnacle!
No.
Oh,
Listen, it's not like that.
no,
Catha, I left you money. No, I know you left me money, Barnacle, but they had already intended to purchase it for their wedding ceremony, and it's happening in just like 2.5 weeks. I can't replace those, Barnacle.
Barnacle is like looking really.
But it was really important because I had a friend who was getting married, and I already wanted the Barnacle. I had already sold them. It was very important. Do you still have them?
And Barnacle is.
Well, I gave them, but I gave you the money for them. Barnacle is hard to have a growing reputation in this town, and I was trying to be good with the people up in Redancia, and now it's all ruined, and everybody gonna say, "Oh, Catha doesn't have a very good store. She says that she could sell you something for your wedding, and then you don't have it, Barnacle." This is very hurtful to me.
And Barnacle is looking deeply ashamed of himself.
I could steal them back. Well, that's not going to help either. What about the people that you gave it to? They probably are hoping to have a beautiful wedding ceremony as well.
Everybody's just a little bit quiet right now.
So
I'm
it was-
just.
I feel so bad. I'm so
I
sorry.
know.
I should have made him apologize when we first came in. We were worried.
Oh,
that
you
you'd be
took the rings.
so sad, and now you're so sad. And it was so fun. It was so fun before.
You're not going to steal anything from me, right?
No, I'm a member of the Yin clan. Very up and up. We don't thief.
In fact, Barnacle, I feel like as part of your apology, you should maybe work with Catha a little bit. Maybe go out, maybe advertise for her business.
And
That
a
would
sign.
help a lot. I am
They-
trying
they
to get
don't-
some. Trying to
Yeah,
get some new
they're
people.
upset about the rings in Redancia.
I got a lot to do while I'm in town.
Well, I mean, but she had a lot to do when she was trying to sell those rings.
That's right, Barnacle. And also, maybe you could go and find me some new rings.
Even smarter idea. You're even better at that, Barnacle.
But if I steal rings from other people, I didn't say
Didn't
steal.
say steal.
Okay, all right, okay, sure. Yeah, all right.
You're making the right choice, Barnacle.
It's the best thing to do.
Catha is kind of like perking up a little bit.
Okay, well, listen, I haven't told the couple yet that they don't have rings. So if you can find some good rings before the end of a week from now, Barnacle, then we'll be okay. Okay? But you don't go stealing anything else.
And Barnacle is kind of.
Oh, and put this on.
And she's going to give him like a little apron that has Catha's Curios on it.
Now, and you send everyone here, okay?
And Barnacle's like looking at it that has just been draped across him, and he looks up to Honora, the person who's been guiding him the
You
most.
look so
in this.
handsome, Barnacle.
He's just
Heartstopper.
Is this gonna be forever? Is this how being good feels?
Just until you're out of the doghouse, Barnacle.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, for that it's gonna feel great.
okay.
I promise.
Catha, can I have the money that I gave you for the... No. Okay. Alright. I'm on it. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, what else can I help you with, guys?
I think I'm ready to check out.
The price on the sword,
Oh yeah, that's right.
were you interested in purchasing said sword still?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I run this shop. What am I purchasing?
My chain.
Oh,
weapon.
no. I don't want
Okay,
that. No, thank you.
okay.
No, thank
Okay,
you.
okay,
Listen,
okay,
you did
okay.
a really good job and everything. It's just not a really good market for it. And honestly, right now, I'm pretty thinking a lot about all of the ring stuff. I didn't expect Barnacle to be here today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let me hit you with this real quick.
Okay. Don't hit me with anything, please.
I would never. I'm
She's
so
a lady.
sorry. I take it back. How about, and I reach into my
It
bag.
says fire jar.
No, it is a devouring dagger that was on our good friend Jimbo.
I think because I have so much fear at this point that I'm going to use another fear in this case to just totally reject the hope that she would purchase anything else. She's pretty turned off by this expectation, so I'm not going to let any rolls happen. And she's just, no, I don't think that I am really in the buying mood right now. Maybe later, but not today. You know?
Okay.
You'll hear me across the shop. Is this dead rat for sale?
Yes, everything is for sale.
Well, it's next to the health potion things. I assume it counts.
It definitely counts. Oh, wait, that's Delilah's. Delilah, clean up your rat, please. Okay.
Oh, I got it. It's in my basket.
Lean up on aisle 3.
Delilah kind of pounces, has it in her teeth, and she like runs
Oh,
off.
bastard, I like run off.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Yeah. I found it.
Well,
All
then,
Anything else that y'all wanted, guys?
I'm ready to check out.
I'm gonna buy the swarm, the ego blade, and 1 health potion.
Fantastic. Mark off all of your stuff, all of the
I'm
money that you
so
owe.
poor now.
Quick question: how much would a recipe for potions cost?
Oh.
Good question.
Let's roll to see if she has one in stock, because that's one of the few things that I'm kind of like gatekeeping a little bit because they're just so cool. So let's roll to see if she has one in stock. I'm gonna let you roll a d20 in this case. It's pretty. I also want to check the rarity on that. I don't think it says it. Recipe.
It's an item, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
have
it doesn't
a tier
have
or
one.
anything.
Oh god, they're so cool. Okay, so I'm going to say that this is going to be a 13 or above. She has it.
I got a 14.
Oh, okay. So she gets a little bit excited about it. So I have a recipe, and it's my own special one. It's how I make the croissants. Okay, so she goes over and she pulls out a cookbook. And she says, okay, you have to buy my whole cookbook. It's mine. And there's a like picture of Catha on the front of it. And she says, it's Catha's carefree treats. Okay.
You
have
should
a chef
sign
hat to go with
it.
it?
You should autograph it before you give it to him.
I would love to. Okay, great. So look, and she says, now flip to page 267. It's pretty long. I have a lot of recipes, you know? And she looks into it, and you can see there in the middle of it, it's a recipe for health croissants.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The
You can make
croissant's
this.
really stuck. I love
There
this.
is a piece of it that is just the recipe for the actual component, which is more just mixing something in a pot, and then it is folded into the dough. So you could easily separate the actual potion part from the croissant. But you also have a way to put it into a croissant should you, have access to a stove. Like,
Why ruin a delicious thing?
yeah.
What was the price for her beautifully written book, autographed, with the complimentary chef hat?
5 handfuls of gold.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. Great.
Um,
And
So
she's gonna
the-
like start signing it. But Delilah,
health
you helped
potion-
on this, and Delilah puts a paw in ink and
Oh
stamps it
my
with her little paw. Okay, go ahead, Kayla.
So the health potions are a handful apiece.
Mhm.
You said I get the soap and the eucalyptus for free. Fishing rod is one.
One.
The question and answer stone, which the question is black soapstone, and we're gonna say the answer is white.
So
soapstone.
each one of the stones that you're buying is one handful for a pair. You can have an answer and a question for a pair for base level ones, and I assume that's what you're getting.
Right. And do we just need one, or does everybody have to get it to make passage through?
It hasn't very much been clarified. You could ask Catha if you'd like.
Catha,
Sure.
if I was gonna go see the monolith with my group here,
Yeah.
and
okay.
I wanted a path to get to some fancy fish so I could get their pearl scale, would we each need a question and answer stone to get through?
Time out, girlfriend. Okay, so first
Okay.
we're talking not the monolith. I think you're talking about the Enigma for paths, right?
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
You right, girl.
Okay, so the Enigma, whoa, that's crazy. You guys are definitely in luck that you bought all of this stuff from me. It's really dangerous down there. Sure. Also, fancy fish. If you bring me back some of those, I will 100% buy them from you. I love fish.
Okay.
So, when people tend to go down, they usually get a little stockpile of them, because just because you're finding a path doesn't mean that at some point you won't need a different answer. And sometimes maybe there's something that you didn't even think of before, and you're like, oh my god, I really want to know if that guy that I was talking to 10 years ago is still thinking about me.
That's a valid point.
You
And
know,
you can ask it romance questions. She like
Oh,
does a
yeah.
little hat like this.
I have all the
You can-
time. Yeah, Tom does not like me.
Oh, it's his loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Thank you.
Okay, let's see.
Cheese Crew says fuck Tom,
Fuck
and I
Tom.
fucking agree. Yeah. I wanted him to always be a scallywag. God, I hate that guy. He's the worst. Yeah. Also, MC Cat, the opportunity to say 10 to page 394. Yeah, 100%. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But yeah, so I put a little stockpile together, honestly. Also, it's kind of just nice to have. We're coming up on the festival at the end of the year, and everybody makes little tiny boats and they ship them into the sky. Is it a boat? You know the thing with a little candle that goes up into the sky. Is it a boat?
Balloon?
Okay.
We'll have
Anyway,
those in my swamp.
Lantern.
well, a lantern.
Oh, paper lantern.
Yeah.
There you go.
People
Right about
send,
those.
People send their little questions up into the sky at that event. It's really beautiful. So,
Are you guys buying your own stones?
How much
Yeah,
were the
money.
stones again?
just so, you can
1%.
get, yeah, you could get a set of them, the really cheap ones, just for one handful.
And
Okay.
we're gonna need more than one, right?
I don't know, like better safe than sorry.
Could I pull into my nomadic pack for one and spend a hope?
Oh my god, yes, you
that
absolutely
for you.
can. 100%, yeah. Amazing.
Sounds very apt to
fucking
How do you
stretched.
make question stones?
They're mined. They're mined from the rock. Like the jags, it's weird stuff down there. And they gotta mine them out. And sometimes a question, you put something into it, but then, oh my god, the question is so old, it's gone, And then you could reuse it for another question.
Interesting.
Also, the stone soothsayers, they can clear them for you if you ever need to.
And above table, Meg had told us that she doesn't believe
like a
that
spirit.
you can just whisper in anything.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
She did say that, yeah.
I I have a bundle of offerings was also in Jimbo's stuff, and it
Oh
was
my
a bunch
God.
of rocks. I'm gonna be whispering questions into those.
I love
Okay.
that. That's fantastic. Yeah.
I kind of nosed or just deaf to like their recent loss, but just to her, I'm like, do you know any miners nearby that'd be like down in the depths or anything?
I don't really like children very much.
No, they kind of like the pickaxe with the rocks,
Oh,
more-
miners. Yeah. Sure. All kinds of miners. I actually have someone who sells me the question and the answer stones.
yeah, if we want, we can go talk to one of those. See if they want to come down with us. We might can just get our own rocks.
Yeah. Listen, they go down every single day, and then they come back actually, I'm so sorry. Technically, they go down when it is the night, and they come back up when it's the day, because
Makes
things
sense.
shifting around so much, when you're mining and stuff.
Yeah, and that's when Margaret's open.
Fair, fair,
Yeah.
fair.
100%. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Okay,
Anything
I'm
else?
gonna get all this stuff. Assuming this rat is a healing thing, I'm taking it.
Okay. That's a handful. All right.
Okay.
Anything else, guys? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the 6 health croissants. She's actively eating one because I need to. I'm gonna roll this dice right now. Cool. I got 2.
Okay. Just like in the star.
Okay, so that's 5 for me. Then fishing rod, the soap and eucalyptus, and then 1 answer stone. So that's 8 total, right? Handfuls?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes.
You made out like a thief with that presence check on the corrector
I
sprite.
really did.
Yeah.
So,
Very good.
I'm gonna write all that down.
I have no presence. That's why I wanted the ego blade.
The ego blade. Yeah, definitively, yes. All right. So, you guys, anything else in the shop before we kind of close
Nope,
out?
I am exactly broke.
Fantastic.
Exactly.
Okay. Good job.
And
Okay.
2 bags.
Well, guys, that is everything. So you guys finish out shopping therein, and as you're all leaving, you do see the relationship had soured just a little bit there in the middle part with the whole Barnacle fiasco. But after giving her all of the money, you can see, delightful personality aside, she definitely is one of those people with money signs for pupils, right? And she is getting more and more excited, and you hear her like kind of muttering, "Oh, they're not going to believe it. I bet I made more than anybody else." Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming. If anything you want, and please remember the deal for Maximus. You tell people about me, okay? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Barnacle, please get the fuck out. Thank you. And she's like, and as you're like leaving out, she's like waving, and she says, "Okay, thank you for stopping by Catha's Curios. Everybody sold a lot of good stuff. Look at all this shiny stuff. Okay, bye." And she's
As the door opens, Honora's just like, "Oh my god, that place had the best prices and the nicest things."
Look at all these things we got. No, it was,
I
like,
got a
floating around.
steak.
Make a presence check. I'm gonna make a group presence check. Okay,
Okay.
so somebody
God.
who is the leader.
It's for sure.
I'm a
Norman,
+3.
Okay.
Give us 3.
All right.
2.
Difficulty 10. The other 3 of you roll real quick. Add your presence. You can add hope to it if you want.
11. Ooh. So it's 18 without anything else with a hope. 18,
18
19,
with hope.
20, 21.
I also got 18 with hope.
14 with hope.
15.
Okay,
With
so that's a +3 to it. So 18 without anything else plus the 3 is 21. Fantastic. Well done. 21 with hope. You actually, as all of you are doing this, because there's a throng of people at this point. We're getting to like 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m. at this point. And people are all of a sudden like looking at your stuff. You're kind of showing off your coruscating armor and everything. And Catha's kind of standing there and she's delighted. You see Delilah kind of perches up onto her shoulder, and like a little goblin child is like, "Look, Mom, look, there's a cat in there." And people begin thronging in, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, you're so busy, Slow. Oh my goodness, it's crazy." And yeah. She's kind of like waving to you guys. A throng of people entering her shop.
I love that. This makes me so happy.
It's so good. All right, and you guys have now completed your first shopping episode for 2 of our people. so
That was very fun.
yeah, congratulations, you guys. That one ran a little bit longer, but it's, a role play and shopping, and that's just the way it goes. So thank you guys so much, and I don't want to keep anybody here, but remember, guys, we'll be back here on Monday for a little bit of wrap up here in the city before I anticipate y'all are going down into the depths. So thank you guys so much for coming along. Steven, you want to do the marketing real quick?
Sure do. We're on Discord. If you haven't gotten over there, jump on there. We have all kinds of fun stuff going on all the time. You can find us on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We are on YouTube. And what am I forgetting? I'm forgetting one.
Discord?
No, call that one out first. Maybe I didn't forget one, but we're all over the
We're
place. So
everywhere,
just try
you
to find
guys.
us.
Come find us. All right. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Roll with Twitch. We're here. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. You have a lovely night. Thank you for shopping at Catha's Curios. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.